It's the butter pecan Puerto Rican Jos here with beans and rice. It's July 6th. Hopefully you guys had a safe and happy Independence Day. And with me, I got
the Patriot, the Mexican John Cena, Juan Cena, host Beefy, dude.
And you got your man DRERAWKA, a.k.a. Young Chief Chipotle, a.k.a. the Shadow of Harambe, a.k.a. I ride 24s instead of 24s. Get your UTA cards on deck.
Cocks out for Harambe. R.I.P.
Dude, the last time I tried to ride a bus, dude, I'll tell you something, dude. I was bored, right, on the UTA. This is when I sold cars, like, oh, I'm going to try to ride a bus, dude. And I got on the bus. It was there on 45th, right where, like, Tim Daly Nissan is.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm going to hop on the bus. I think it's, like, number 45. You know, I was like, I'm going to hop on this one. I'm going to end up downtown. So I get on, dude. I just, like, did a U-turn. And then I came back like on the same bus to the same place.
Yeah.
So like took me to the station and then they just did a U-turn. I was like back on like right in front of Tim Daly. So I didn't even get anywhere.
You know, that's actually, it fucks me up because sometimes because you never know, because the 45 about 10 years ago didn't take you to tracks. It was another bus that took you to tracks. So I hop on the 45 thinking it's going to take me to tracks. No, it goes on to 41st. And now I'm at Redwood. I'm like, what the hell? Like, where am I going? I just wanted to go to the track station. But yeah. I hate it.
But before they only had like a couple buses, you know, it was like 45. What other one? It was like 13.
Yeah.
Or 17. You know what I mean?
Public transportation in Utah is not the best.
Outside of like major metropolitan areas like Chicago, New York, it sucks.
Portland was great. I could hop on the train, hop on any track.
Yeah, Portland's like a big city though.
Yeah, dude, come on, dude. We're humble over here,
Really
dude.
Big city.
Yeah, that's a big city, dude. We're a little city over here, especially like in the 90s.
Yeah, especially in the 90s where
did we even have buses? Dude,
we have like they would have like these 5-mile sprints. So if you had to go anywhere, you just had to figure, is the starting point closer to my destination between the 5 miles, or is the end point? And then you go to the end point and you just walk the extra 2 miles to where you wanted to go. So you don't have to walk 3.
Do they still have the bus transfers or not?
I haven't been on a bus in a minute.
They do have bus transfers.
Yeah,
Knock on wood.
You're like, hey, I'm gonna transfer.
Yeah.
Dude, that's like, I feel like I was going to college. You know, it's like, hey, I'm gonna transfer. You go to another bus for free.
Yeah.
But they only gave you, it was only good for like an hour, wasn't it?
Yeah, because then you had to pay again.
And it was the
never
worst.
Really checked it.
The worst receipt paper. Too.
Oh, yeah.
Like if you put it in your pocket, it was fucked.
God forbid it was this hot. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
they give it to you with your sticky ass hand.
The worst. But now people are privileged because now they have the little scooters and can walk around. And...
Oh, the birds.
Those are expensive though.
Yeah, and we're Android users, huh?
Yeah.
We try to scan one, dude. They kicked us out, dude.
Yeah, they're like
they called the cops. They said we were trying to steal it, dude.
They said proprietary technology only. NWO, New World Order. I'm like, I'm not fucking with that.
And the Apple sign came on. You know what I mean? I was like,
it's
holy
like New
crap.
World Order.
Now they're listening to us right now.
And people are fucking like bitching about Jeff Bezos. At least he lets everyone use Amazon.
Yeah.
Apple won't let me use some shit. Fuck you, Apple.
You guys are Apple users. Javi's also here, by the way.
What's up, world?
Premiere. But yeah, Javi's here.
Yeah, he might go on LOA soon. We don't know.
Leave of absence, you know? He's getting
Paternity
really
leave.
cocky. Right now he's
Paternity
asking for paternity leave.
Yeah,
And he's wearing a shirt that has to pee for
fully
paternity
paid.
leave.
Are you I'm the only father in this room right now. Are you how you feeling? I heard your emotional open letter to your son. That was beautiful.
Thank you.
Each one of you did a beautiful thing. That was awesome.
Say, all right.
Yeah.
These guys did
Uncle
their thing too.
you did a really good one too, you know. But are you nervous to be a father?
I'm not gonna lie, I am super nervous, bro. But I feel like, I mean, my girl has 2 kids prior, so I feel like I kind of got like a little bit of training.
Yeah.
But like I think feeling like having your own is like way different.
Yeah,
You know
it is. I'm in the same boat. You know, I have my first son, 100% my son. You know, kind of same situation though, right?
Yeah.
So it's it's something about this journey though when you go through and are you guys doing natural delivery? Are you guys doing C-section?
Yeah, that's what we're planning on.
Okay, yeah. So our first one was as well, but we actually had to have an emergency C-section. There's nothing to prepare you for being a father. Nothing. No books.
Yeah.
No technology. Like nothing. Right? And all that shit is bullshit, by the way. Like if you want certain technology to make your life a little easier, No, it's
Bro, that's why I haven't read no books, no nothing. I'm just gonna like
You
raw
can tell
dog
by
it.
his spelling around here, huh?
Yeah, I don't read.
Don't
no books.
encourage that behavior, dude. Read a couple Thomas
He
Choo
spells
Choo
there,
I
Train.
figured
stuff.
if I-
BUHK.
any father figure training I can get off of YouTube.
It's
You know.
yeah.
So,
Well, I would just say experience, right? Like
for sure.
when we have baby showers and shit, like any one of my homies that has a baby shower, it's not diapers are always good, right? But like it's the things that you don't think about: paper plates, paper fucking cups, because you don't want to be doing dishes all because you're only gonna get like a small amount of sleep,
Yeah.
right? And then once your baby, that first sickness that your baby gets, you're not sleeping at all. You
Oh,
won't sleep.
scary, huh?
You won't
Yeah.
sleep for 3 days straight.
Bro, so that's how it was when my wife got COVID. So like she got COVID. I honestly didn't know what to do. I'm like, dude, should we just stay at the hospital for 2 weeks? Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And then like not knowing how the baby is, there's no way to like check this shit, right?
Yeah.
So the best they could do for us was like, we'll check his heart rate, check his like that the ambiotic fluid and stuff is all good. And other than that, we just hope for the best. I was like, dude, that had me stressing like a mother.
Every dude, even your baby's immune to COVID now. He's had it. You know what I mean?
They should be.
Isn't
So
that crazy?
when I got it,
Dude, everybody here. Oh, everybody here's immune.
We're inoculated.
Yep.
but I didn't have no symptoms. I didn't have shit. So my son, is bizarre. My son, he had a really bad sore throat, and you know he had congestion, and so we're like, fuck, man, this is COVID times. This is when things are creeping up, right? And so I'm like, all right, let's go get tested. And so we go and get tested, and this is during the time when they do it up the nose, like it was the serious one. And so my son takes it like a champ, right? I cried like a little bitch. I was like, ah. You know, you can do that little scream. Yeah, exactly. Too far. And so we wait like 3 days or something. My son's test comes back negative, but positive for strep. So he has strep throat. Mine came back positive, but I didn't have nothing wrong with me.
Yeah.
And so they called me, and my girl's pregnant at this time. So they called me, the health department. This is how serious this shit is. They get the health department involved.
Oh, so
Like-
you're an early case of COVID?
Oh
or what?
yeah,
Yeah,
super
You
early.
can't even get callbacks from the government.
No,
man.
for
You're
sure.
Yeah.
Your phone's blowing up.
Exactly.
Talk about being privileged.
Yo,
Yeah, man.
the crazy thing too is that she didn't even work for like the health department. These are like, they were in such dire need for like people. They had U of U med students calling people and telling people to like following up on people, getting symptoms, duration, location, right? And so I'm talking to her. She's like, "How are you feeling?" I'm like, "I'm great." She's like, "What symptoms do you have?" I'm like, "Nothing." She's like, "Okay, well, I need you to quarantine away from your family in a solitary room for 14 days." And I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" I got I got a baby on the way, my pregnant wife, my boys,
Bro,
like,
I would not know what the fuck to do in that situation, bro.
and it's scary too because there's nothing out there, right? There's except the media. This is crazy. People are dying left and right. Yeah, right. And I'm like, damn, my baby is in the womb. My girl, I think my girl got COVID though because she said she lost her taste buds, but God was good, man. We didn't have to go to the hospital. Nothing. My boys were good. I honestly think like we got sick earlier, like the most people, right? Where they're like, oh, I got really sick in 2018 or whatever.
It was the start of 2020.
2020.
Yeah.
Like either end of 2019.
Yeah.
They say it could have made landfall in November or whatever. And then so anytime between November 2019 until like March of 2020 is when people were like, maybe I could have had it.
Yep.
I fall into that. I actually don't think I really had it, but I did get a cold between that time. I don't think it was COVID, but
Yeah.
I haven't had it since.
That's not what you told me.
Where I lost like I lost my taste, but I thought it was like strep.
Yeah.
But it wasn't because I had it swabbed. I'm like, that's not strep. I'm like, okay, cool. I mean, maybe I had it, maybe I didn't. I lost my taste for like 3 days.
Yeah.
But I've had that before with like a severe cold where my nose is plugged up so bad that you can't taste anything.
Yeah, I think
So I
a
didn't
lot
think
of people,
anything
yeah.
of it, but I'm like, maybe it was COVID, maybe it wasn't.
So what advice would you give? Because this guy, he's trying to leave us. We were saying, I'm like, well, because you said, oh, you can't, take any advice or, or there's no rule book. So what would you tell this guy to prepare so he can be a little bit more prepared? You know what I mean?
Comfortability. Anything to make your wife comfortable. If she does scented candles, get that kind of shit. Because she's gonna be pushing a human out of her. You know what I mean? That's a serious thing. It's a scary thing. Like this, but it happens so often that it's so regular, but we should not take childbirth as being regular. Like, this is not.
No, it's like creeping on me. I'm like, damn, this is gonna be some scary shit. Like, I don't know if I'm ready. I might pass out in the delivery room.
You can't
know?
pass out. Your son's gonna see you pass out, then he's gonna look at me and hold.
And we told him he has a strong father.
Yeah.
I won't let him listen to this podcast, this episode.
Yeah,
skip this one.
I would say get anything that makes you like your favorites, right? Whatever that is, your favorite soda. Stock up the house so you don't have to leave.
Yeah.
Don't plan on leaving. You know what I mean?
For like a month. 2
Yeah,
months?
exactly. Because I'd say about a month. But at the same time, you're gonna want to. This might sound bad, but you're gonna want to get away a little bit. You're gonna need some you time.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, you want to be there for your wife. You know, you guys have 2 other kids too, so maybe plan. I don't know if you have family that they can go and stay with a few days out of the week or whatever, just to give you guys some time alone with the baby, that baby bonding time. That you know, plan some things out in that kind of thing. But really, just comfortability. Like, you don't want to, like I said, doing dishes. I hate dishes. That's the number one fucking thing I hate to do as a chore.
Yeah.
Right? So the paper plates, we're gonna get biodegradable.
Yeah, none of the what are the styrofoam ones? You don't get no styrofoam ones.
So
Are those red cups? No red cups neither? Oh,
No, that's
All I heard is he said you need you time every so often. I think once a week for a couple hours works.
and that's
You're still not going to be on LOA. You're going to be here.
You're gonna
this
be
is
here.
your you time.
that's my
your
you time.
Yeah.
Okay.
if you consider that you time.
It's just a joke. He takes care of his
I only
family.
get bashed here. It's okay, you know.
Yeah.
What?
No, you guys do be
I just-
disrespecting him a lot. I
Oh,
noticed.
please. You,
You know
haven't seen enough episodes, man.
Are you serious? He leaves us for what if your guy left you for how long? How long
4
did Javi
weeks.
leave us?
4 weeks.
Yeah, you were playing video games?
Well, those. Okay,
Yeah, you saw
2
him. You
weeks,
saw that video of him
Yeah.
playing
Yeah,
video
yeah.
games. He's like, "Oh, I'm
I also
pulling it.
got a
I'm gonna get a hysterectomy."
You know.
He
You're
said he
walking
was
pretty good for
recovering.
just having a hysterectomy.
Hey, the miracle of science out here.
He'll look good. Yeah, I would say
got
that. And then, I would say patience as well, and be really in tune with your wife. Postpartum depression's a real thing,
Yeah.
and even though your wife might look like she has it together, she might be struggling. And your wife, she doesn't even. Well, she knows this feeling because she has 2 others, but some pregnancies are so different. Like, my girl, she got really depressed with the first one, but this last one, she lost some patience, but she didn't really get depressed at all.
Yeah.
But watch out for signs of that. Watch out for signs of her either being down on herself, maybe being aggressive to the other kids, right?
Or aggressive to you. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
might
Well,
get hit.
that's 100% every day.
No,
though.
it's not, Javi. See
Oh,
how
just to
rude he
see
is.
how severe it gets.
This guy
Yeah.
just exaggerates everything. You see?
Yeah. This guy's a whistleblower, but a fake one.
I'm a wolf crier over here.
Yeah, dude.
But no, yeah, that makes a lot of sense, and that's shit that I honestly didn't think about.
Mm-hmm.
So those are good
See,
points.
that's a good
Yeah.
tip.
Yeah. So I do
You see?
appreciate that.
Changing
Been
lives.
around,
You do
been
like a
around the
doctor.
block.
Dr. Dre.
Because my wife did say like, oh, the first 2 pregnancies were like cake, right?
Yeah,
And she's been struggling with this one super hard.
yeah,
So,
man.
like
Are the other 2 boys?
Yeah.
Damn.
all boys.
That's the guy though that we choose the sex, right? The seed is the sex.
I mean, it's not a choice, guys.
You know what I
My
mean.
body, my
We'll let them
Bunch of sex.
decide.
Yeah.
Everyone understands.
Yeah.
He's actually. You're gonna have a gender reveal party for the baby, right?
I thought we said a boy already.
No, but like then the baby's gonna determine his own. On when is it gonna be? The 18th.
Oh yeah, yeah. The
The
18th
18th.
of July. We're gonna have him tell us what he is.
Yeah.
He's gonna hop out. But what
No,
if he
he's
hopped
doing
out
the
with a
ultrasound.
surprise?
Damn, bro.
Listen, you could just do though the Chinese finger prod cattle anal test for COVID. You know, see if he likes it. We've determined maybe what he might want to be.
See if the baby likes it on the. You know, before we get more perverted, what do you tell us if there's any holidays or anything like that?
Oh yeah,
Javi,
for sure.
that we got to celebrate other
All right,
than
today's
July
Nas-
6th.
July 6th, National Hand Roll Day.
Hand roll.
Hand roll, like sushi.
Oh, I thought you were talking about like
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, I
booty.
thought-
Yeah, we can roll up and
That
get these
bird,
fools.
man. You got that bird, man.
All I gotta say is don't look up hand roll on Pornhub, dude, because it's something way different than what you guys are talking about.
You know what's funny is that the whole time, whenever I was looking at categories on like Pornhub and shit, I thought bukkake was bunk cake.
Oh no, dude. Yeah.
You thought bukkake was bun cake? Hey, you got frosting. You're not too far off.
She wants to watch people eating cake, you know? It turns them on.
Like it's only icing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's horrible.
I want to see some chicks eating cake, you know? Oh, dude. All icing, you know what I mean?
Yeah, Jose probably knows a lot from the recommendation when he was on the Jizz My Jugs or
Just on my jugs.
Yeah.
A3 Latinas. Huh? Yeah, because I told them I used to use my PSP back before Wi-Fi. People didn't know how to set up passwords or anything like that. So you can I'd get my my PSP, and you know how that had Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
I just pointed at my neighbor's house, and it taken me like 2 hours to download like a 10-minute clip. You know, so I'd be staring like I'd be standing like this the whole time, and my mom would come and she's like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "I'm charging my PSP. It's solar." You know what I mean? She didn't know I was watching Voldemort over there. You know.
Yo, when's the last time we got a really good handheld gaming device?
Oh, I thought you were
Nintendo
gonna
Switch,
talk about
man.
something else.
Well, yeah,
he's
the
like,
Switch.
good hand job. Like,
I was good on hand roll, huh? The last time we got a good hand
We're trying to
roll.
avoid perverted things. I never say anything like that. The Nintendo Switch is solid.
I'm saying
Yeah.
the PSP, dude. That's the last one, dude.
PSP was
Like a
solid,
Like a true
man.
No,
portable.
I said,
Even
no,
if you
the
play
PS
it now, you
the
play
PSP
it now.
was too ahead of its
Of
time
its
for its
time,
own
yeah.
good. That's my opinion. Like in
That's
tech,
true.
the PSP was fantastic, but they were so ahead of the time that they couldn't channel its actual like potential.
Yeah.
That's my opinion.
Dude, because remember, even the Game Boy, if you think about it, though, like Game Boy Colors, you could battle with other people, bro.
Yeah,
Isn't
You
that
link it
crazy?
up.
You
Yeah.
link it up, trade Pokemon,
yeah,
or you could hook it up to the 64 with the Rumble pack and put your Pokemon on the thing.
yeah. But now Nintendo be fucking up though too. Don't get me started on that.
Oh, yeah,
Nintendo's
dude.
fucking piece of shit.
Yeah, fuck Nintendo.
But I mean,
dude.
I support them, but fuck them.
And RIP to Mario and Luigi, dude.
I can't believe
They died?
canceled it.
They died.
They
They
canceled.
got
them.
canceled.
Really?
They're not making any more Mario games.
Yeah, because they were being, what is it? Defaming? Is that the word? Defaming? What is
Defaming.
it?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
slander.
Yeah, slandering like Italian culture. So
And they were
Ah.
too gender specific. Like their gender roles, right? They saved the princess,
Yeah.
so
Right.
they canceled them. For
He's
that.
a
Instead of Mario,
plumber.
yeah.
you know what I mean? He likes
Yeah.
pipes.
But the thing is, he's not even your modern plumber. He's not showing his ass crack. He's in overalls, like a decent gentleman.
And there's a small thing called a dinosaur and other toads. Like, come
Well,
on, guys.
Animal
like,
abuse.
Yeah.
He was abusing
He was
turtles.
punching
He
the
would
shit
hit
out of
Turtles are getting
Yeah,
extinct.
and
He's throwing fire at them. You know what I mean? Like
Dude,
a
and
wizard.
sometimes he had to like jump a big gap, and the only way to do it is you ride that dinosaur, you push him off until you get that extra
You make
jump,
him
and he
die.
fucking
Peace, motherfucker.
Peter was not happy.
Yeah.
Peter was not happy.
So yeah,
Yo.
there was just a lot of. They got canceled hard. So,
What was it, Yoshi's Island?
Yoshi's
Yoshi's
Island.
Island.
That was dope.
That's it's funny because for the
That-
longest
one of
time,
my favorites.
it's Super Mario's World 2. It's
Mhm.
like it's your equivalent of a DLC. Yoshi's Island is one of my favorite games of all time.
and
Me
it was
too.
based off Suicide Forest. That's like the actual island.
Was it really?
Yep.
If
So
you see
that's-
like the dark tones in it, like the purple and like the blue esque when you're in the fucking underground,
Yeah.
it's like you're 6 feet underground suicide.
Oh
So a
shit.
lot of dark stuff, dude, with freaking Mario, dude.
This is a great game though.
It's a
It
fantastic
is,
game.
you know.
And I never felt suicidal when I was playing it, so
Yep.
it just had history embedded in Japanese.
Yeah. I
What
didn't
is
even.
it? Sudoku? What was it? Harakiri.
Seppuku Harakiri.
Harakiri. Seppuku Harakiri.
What
dude.
the fuck's that mean?
That's suicide by disembowelment. It's what the samurais would do if they like dishonor their family.
Yep.
The only way they could bring honor back into their name is that they would stab the left side of their stomach, drag the dagger to the right, and then up and left into their heart, and they bleed out like a slow death.
And they'd leave him a note. Sorry for
There's
taking your
still
name in
modern
vain.
people in Japan that will do that to this day.
There's no
Yeah.
honor in that.
No, that's how they rename the like if they dishonor the family
That
name,
was
that's how
honorable.
they bring
Yeah,
honor back.
They get it back, so they would forgive
So
him.
like let's say they
Yo.
fucked up somehow, like a big fuck up. and
Yeah.
their family's like, we disown you.
He got an F in.
Go ahead.
Yeah. She got an F in math. You know.
So
Next thing you know,
so like let's say okay, Cosby, a lot of people frowned upon it, right? About what happened. He's
Yeah.
coming back and stuff. How does he get honor back, or how does he? Does he have? What
He would
what-
have to do that. Kill himself and
Seppuku.
write a note.
But this is different culture. Like, what can he do now?
He would have to. What do you think we'd have to do? He'd have to do something.
I mean, given the accusations and allegations, you now have to work with that direct group, right? Like, I think that's the only way. So with women, he has to do some sort of women empowerment, bring women up in positions of power or money, or even if it's just like starting a foundation that like helps women with self-esteem and escape domestic violence. I think that would be the only way to redeem himself.
But then I don't know if I would trust him if I was a woman.
Well, yeah, you would.
Okay, so you're Bill Cosby.
But it goes both ways. Like if you don't want to redeem him, you don't want to redeem him, but like he has to try. So it's a 50-50.
Okay, so Dre's gonna be a woman that's vulnerable, and you're gonna be Bill Cosby, and you're gonna try to.
I'm not Bill Cosby. He came up with the question.
Well, I don't want to be Bill Cosby. You're Bill Cosby.
Why am I Bill Cosby?
No, else you're Bill Cosby, dude. All right,
Okay.
he's gonna be a girl, and you're a struggling.
Too bad
woman.
I can't like imitate Bill Cosby's voice.
Hey, he does that.
That's
you
Fat
know?
Albert,
That's
bro.
Fat Albert. My
He's the
God.
creator.
But
You want a fudge pop or whatever it is he fucking says.
okay, so he's gonna be a vulnerable.
There you go.
You're also gonna try to get your trust back.
Okay.
So say something girly, you know, like, "Hey, I hate you."
I'm looking to go to college. I'm a
Well, that's
young
your
single
problem,
mom.
lady. You need to be a bit more definitive and decisive with your thought process, or nobody's going to take you seriously. I'm Bill Cosby. I was accused of a lot of things. I've been acquitted, I think, and I'm just trying to make good with my name. I'm trying to provide support, and the only way I'm going to do that is that I'm going to have to partner with women and empower you to be the best you can. And you can't be saying I think, I feel, is right? I'm going to be what do you want to be?
Well, I want to be out of this room because you were convicted, and it was a loophole.
We have
So
two other
I'm
law
very
enforcement-
unsafe here.
We have two other law enforcement officers.
What's
armed
that
to
thing
the
in your pants?
teeth.
Why do I see a tent pinching?
Maybe if you hide your cleavage a bit more people will take you seriously.
That's not right. I don't
I'm
know.
kidding.
Oh, we on the Beans and Rice podcast. We empower women.
Hey, we do. There's several episodes where we have.
1000%.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but she wasn't empowered.
I was
So
not.
all we were saying is that Bill Cosby
He
couldn't get.
He can't be redeemed.
He can be redeemed. So that's all
It's
we
an
were
example.
Facts.
saying. Right.
example.
So that's what we were showing you guys. What to say? Unredeemable.
Yeah.
You
Consent.
know, it's like
is
an
key.
expired coupon. You know, you show up,
Yeah.
card declined.
So I was before we got rolling and stuff. I just thought about this. I was talking about Nelly, and I was talking about Grammy nominations, and I realized that Fifth has never won a Grammy.
Okay.
And in 2003, "In the Club" was the single, and he was beat out by guess who?
Nelly.
Nelly.
Hot in here, probably. Yeah.
Bingo.
Yeah,
So my question for you is,
It's tough for me because I don't like hot in here.
what song? Okay, well maybe this ain't a question for you. What song beats what song? "In the Club"
In the
or
Club.
"Hot in Here"?
In the club.
Dude, In the Club is like.
In the it's
It's
different
getting
because
hot.
I think.
It's a global record.
Well,
Whoa, okay,
here's
but
the
what-
thing: I think
You know who determines that? Women determine
that's
that.
why I say
Yeah.
it's
right?
women.
So
If the women are gonna dance,
Oh, yeah.
make certain things bounce. That's what. But like in the club, that's what men like. You don't
Yeah.
go.
Not really.
Or when you're working
It's
out.
your birthday. That's like a national birthday
But they
song.
thought he was hot too, so that was like a
Yeah.
little bit because of
But
that.
Nelly
but
too.
then Nelly, he's super hot, and then he's like, "Want a little bit of, and a
Yeah,
little bit of."
Sex sells.
Yeah.
And in the club, while there is sex references, it is designed to sound gangster, not
Yeah.
sexy.
And then 50 Cent, he's more like a tough sex symbol, you know.
Yeah.
Nelly, he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna put my band-aid on you," you know.
yeah, he's
Nelly
suave.
will fuck you up though.
Come
was that
over
a
here,
real
no?
Band-Aid? Was
Let's
he
play
covering anything
football.
up, dude?
It was his style.
It was
Yeah,
for
it
his
was-
sister. His sister had cancer, and so it was like a tribute to his sister.
I
Yeah,
know
God,
that.
shit,
Yeah.
piece
I
of
know
shit. God.
Dude, I learned something new every day.
Well, good. I'm glad you're listening.
Well, we have a cancer sitting in front of us, guys.
Yeah.
Simmer down. Dre is a
Oh,
cancer.
Dre is
Yeah.
a cancer. So actually, we have all the Trinity, the holy Trinity of water signs,
Yep.
all in this room. Dude, it's
We
like
got 4 fish,
fish.
scorpion, and melanoma right over here.
Yep. So just
Skin
a
cancer, guys.
bunch of they say, "Oh, you guys are sensitive." Are you sensitive? Dude, that's what they say. Water signs. Oh, they're very sensitive.
Hell yeah, I'm sensitive.
Yeah, you get offended fast, or
I am I'm sensitive. I am I'm loyal, right? And
Do you
I'm
cry
empathetic.
fast?
I don't drive fast. I don't.
You don't drive
don't-
fast?
Nah.
No,
This
I'm
isn't
saying
about
cry.
crying.
Oh, yeah.
You cry fast too? Oh,
Yeah,
dude.
I cry. I'm gonna cry.
Hoshi doesn't cry. You know
I
what?
don't- I'm
Maybe
becoming-
only when he
I
watches
said-
ET, dude.
I've opened up
ET's
saying
trash.
the older, like as the years go by, and you're fucking wrong for that. I'm getting more emotional. However, like you asked me 10 years ago, unless like a family member died or
Yeah.
like a close friend, tears would never fall.
Yeah, bro. I watched Fatherhood and started tearing up. Have you guys watched that yet?
Nope.
Well, I'm trying to watch Javi, but
Don't watch that. Don't wait. Wait until,
Wait until after.
Yeah, wait until after.
Yeah, because I was like,
Don't watch Javi.
don't watch me.
Yeah.
Nah, Fatherhood with Kevin Hart. It's like his first drama.
oh, that just it's on Netflix now.
It's
huh?
on Netflix. It's a
Ah.
beautiful movie. If you are a father, it's gonna hit even different. With you, I mean, I'm sensitive though, so like, I would wait until after you guys are home, everything's good, everything
be
checks
The
out.
first movie we watch when we get back to the house.
There you go. No, probably not. You be
Yeah, you gotta be a
balling.
father first, Javi. I can't even watch the movie. You just have to wait a couple of weeks and then you can watch
Well,
it.
that's what I'm saying.
I'll just have to adopt.
God,
Yeah,
that's what we've been trying to do. Adopt.
both of you together.
No,
Like
no, I
Chuck
wanna
and
be-
Larry?
No,
Chuck and
I'm
Larry
not
over
gonna-
here.
I want to be the first single man to adopt because that's currently not allowed.
in Utah.
Ever, in
Ever,
the whole
any-
state.
Yeah.
It's not allowed.
Really? No
Yeah.
single man has adopted at all.
You cannot adopt as a single man.
Can you do foster care? Maybe.
I don't know.
As
I
a
don't
single
think
man?
So. Maybe not.
Oh, foster care. Ugh.
Hey, come on.
Too
Some
bad.
people need fostering. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
absolutely.
Foster some for imaginary friends, dude. That's
For-
a real place.
For the parents out there that do take in and foster that are good,
Yeah.
right,
Yeah.
and not just doing it for a check, salute to them. That's
It's
awesome.
human trafficking. It's legalized human trafficking.
Bingo.
Basically, huh, dude?
Yeah.
That's fancy. Yep.
Facts.
Did you guys know any foster kids in your school growing up?
I know
Oh,
a
yeah.
couple.
They all came on that white bus. This shit was
and then
fucked
they,
up, man.
then they would like disappear forever.
Yeah,
you know?
then you would never hear from them
They'd
again.
be like
Yep.
your best friends. And then, oh, dude, what happened to him? Oh,
yeah,
I don't know,
sounds
dude.
pretty cool.
He's a foster. I thought that was his last name. You know,
Yeah.
I didn't even know that, dude. So yeah, R.I.P. to
I
foster.
remember one named Andrew. He was a really tall white kid, and my brother and him loved math, so they'd always like talk math.
Oh, I thought you said meth. I was like, dang, dude.
Well, they came out
Pretty
on top.
dramatic.
No, they have a lot of extra gums lying around, but they made it out of meth.
So, but then they got into math, and then
No,
what happened?
they got into math. They were really close for like 2 years, and then, as you mentioned, just boom, he was gone. No warning, nothing. He was just not around.
Yeah. So, were you ever friends with any foster kids or
Nah, like my neighborhood was different. Like,
nice neighborhood? Go ahead.
nah, they didn't
Yeah,
have.
Portland.
Yeah, most of the people in my neighborhood didn't have both parents. So they either had one or the other. So it was kind of fucked up because like weekends when, in my neighborhood, some kids would be with their dad or some kids would be with their mom, and I'd be like, damn, this is a dry ass weekend because there ain't nobody out because they were over on the other side of the neighborhood with their parents. But no, never really had no foster friends or anything like that or foster kids to my knowledge.
What was your first method of transportation?
But honestly, rollerblades.
Oh, really?
But
That's kind of a first, right? Like
Yeah.
we don't really hear that.
People
too
usually
much.
scooters.
scooters
Nah.
or
Yeah.
bikes.
nah,
Mine's a
rollerblades.
Dos patita right here.
patitas,
Yeah. 2 feet.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? It was the Power Rangers movie, the first Power Rangers movie.
You had Power
Dude, that
Ranger
was dope.
The
rollerblades?
only good
Yeah.
one.
Yeah. When they had the rollerblades in that first opening scene before they got to
And they
Ooze.
were all colored based
Yeah.
on
Bro,
their
that-
like
They
suit.
had the knee
There's-
pads that were colored. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they were.
You
I
had
was like,
those?
I guess he
Oh,
did.
dude, must be
Yeah.
nice, right?
But other than that, like skate culture was huge in my neighborhood. We used to go down to legendary Burnside Bridge, right underneath. Burnside was a skate park in Tony Hawk in the game. So we were like, oh shit, like this is in our backyard. Let's go down there. So I was always at the skate park, but could never really skate. So I
You
had a
just fell
skate.
a lot?
Yeah.
Or you did it on like 2 knees?
No, no,
Or
like,
one knee going like this?
I would just have my board and I would like ask to drop off of shit and I like try to ollie and shit, but I was never as good as the guys in my neighborhood. Like my guys in my neighborhood were getting sponsored early. They were at like Woodward and like they had all kinds of different sponsors and shit. But yeah, that was kind of like my first.
method of transportation?
Yeah.
You remember kids always reading those like magazines that was like the BMX. They had the skate magazine, so they were always looking at like things to buy, like new bearings, new
Oh,
wheels,
yeah.
Yeah.
skate decks.
The
And I
grip
was
tape,
looking at the
yeah.
fucking prices,
Yeah.
and we lived in government housing when I was growing up, so I saw like 4 wheels for like $99, and I'm like, What?
Yeah.
$99.
My mom's car's is expensive.
God,
you know what I
man.
mean?
Well, the cool thing, there was a shop called Copeland's in Portland, and they used to let you work it off
Okay.
by going and cleaning up the skate parks and things like
Oh,
that.
that's
cool.
cool.
That's
So
dude.
that's how we were
Child
able
labor?
to do these
Yeah,
things.
child
I
labor
mean,
laws.
Free
facts.
child labor, right?
Yeah. So we grew up in a project too, Columbia Villa Projects in Portland, and so it was it was like the slums, but we didn't know, we were kids, right? We didn't know that.
Yeah,
it was,
everything's normal to you.
yeah, it was like everything
Yeah.
was normal. It was normal that they were selling dope on the. They used to put the shit in our backpack, and we would walk across the street because we wouldn't get stopped. So that's how that was the culture in my neighborhood. But it was beautiful because there was certain people that would give us the opportunity to have nice shit, Like there was some older. It was an older kid in my neighborhood. His name was Garrett, and Garrett was
This is not going to get him arrested, right?
Nah.
Okay.
He was a year older than me, and anytime he got new shit, I don't know how he got new shit, but anytime he got new shit, he would give me his old shit. So I would always have like new Jordans and shit because they were hand-me-downs,
Yeah.
And he took care of his shit. And in Portland, sneaker culture is huge. So like, either you stole that shit or, you got parents to buy you the shit, but you had the freshest pair of sneakers.
Jadakiss said, Jordan, steal them if you can't afford them.
Facts.
Dang. See,
don't.
he at
We
least
don't.
got hand-me-downs. You never gave me a hand-me-down,
That's
hobby.
because Marco would take it.
See?
You guys have another brother?
Oh, too many to count,
Yeah,
dude.
Well, I got hand-me-downs from my brother.
You got hand-me-downs from your brother?
I did.
What was your coolest hand-me-down that you were like happy to get? Because most of them you weren't happy to get. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, this actually isn't a hand-me-down, so maybe this doesn't count. I actually did get his, he got the Jordan 12s, the taxis. He handed those to me because he didn't care for those. But he got those from a cousin that they handed it to him. But I got those taxi 12s.
And then you got athletes.
I was-
So, remember when that would happen sometimes? You get a
Yeah,
hand-me-down?
I'm like, I just drink
You
some
get a rash or something like that. You're just like, oh, dude.
there. But my favorite shirt, I remember like it was yesterday. I actually probably maybe should recreate the shirt, but it was when Looney Tunes would work with the NBA and they made like gear.
Yeah.
So it was just this white T-shirt, and my brother had the Phoenix Suns, and I think his was Elmer, and I had the Orlando Magic, and it was Tez. on it.
Task.
You know
Yeah,
they're
so you
doing
have
that
the
again, right?
tornado. Are they doing it again?
They're doing it
Because
for
of
Space
Space
Jam.
Jam?
Yeah.
Dude,
I don't wanna
Space Jam
support
was
Space Jam
LeBron,
2. We
right?
don't
Dude, I
need
like
it.
LeBron, but
I don't actually care that it's LeBron. It's just like it's a timepiece.
yeah.
It's indicative of the era that it was created in. That's
Nobody
all
even
I
knows who
want.
Bugs Bunny is. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
like
like,
we
who's
grew up
this
Looney
guy?
Tunes.
Yeah.
Jordan was the
Yeah.
biggest athlete on the planet. They merged the two. And to your point, Looney Tunes were like, no one watches that as a kid. Like,
now.
no one wakes
Well,
up on
that shit
Saturday
should have
morning to
been
watch that.
canceled,
Yeah.
right?
Oh yeah, everybody got canceled.
Yeah, Elmer
Pepe
That's
Bell
what I'm
can't
saying.
carry around guns anymore.
Yeah, he can't
Yeah.
carry. Lola, she got a breast reduction.
She got a
Lola.
vasectomy.
Yeah,
Yep.
and a vasectomy. Yeah, and then Bugs, he can't be a pervert anymore.
No, he can't chew on his carrot anymore.
Yeah.
I was like,
And then
why?
over-
He's removing cataracts. That's a good
Yeah.
sign.
And then who else? Who else got canceled from that show?
Dude, Taz, because he's
Pepe Le
drooling,
Pew.
so they
Pepe
probably
Le
think
Pew
he's, like,
yeah,
for being a
he's
pervert.
missing a chromosome, so
Yeah,
they're
and
like,
it's
Taz
mental-
can't be stupid
yeah.
anymore.
He's real intelligent.
Mental
Yeah.
There's no more spit shine.
ADHD, you know?
Yeah.
Get out of here. Yeah.
Fucking ruin it. Martian, he was an illegal immigrant, so they're like, you can't have that anymore.
Fuck, I forgot about him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
See?
he finally got papers, bro. So
He
that he's
did because-
allowed
He did get
now.
papers?
He did
I think
because
so.
the Jordan
Did he marry a
7s.
girl that was legal, do you think?
No, he just had a shoe deal with Jordan. The
Oh,
Jordan
really? They
7s.
signed it?
So he had to come and,
Marvin-
and
the
do
He
Marvin-
worked his
promo.
way up.
I have that pair.
So at the time, you said it's a timepiece. Mike was the biggest. Looney Tunes was the biggest for
Yeah.
cartoons. So who, LeBron being the biggest, what would he go in? What would he start in?
My idea is, or my concept is, that is not something that should be recreated.
No, I'm just saying though, like if it was,
It's a
what-
product of its
Do
time.
a different cartoon, maybe. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
I would say,
South Park or what's another one?
No,
What's another
South
new
Park ain't
cartoon?
hot.
What's
I was gonna say Rick and
I
Morty.
have to think about
something
this.
like that? You know?
No.
Maybe Family Guy, dude. That would be
LeBron's
cool,
the biggest athlete in the world right now. You think? I would think it'd be a soccer player.
I
Well,
mean,
it is
but
according to the chat.
hey,
Lionel
cool,
Messi.
cool athletes.
Lionel Messi is pretty damn
Yeah,
cool.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Hell no.
He's cool too, huh?
Yeah.
He moved the Coke and their stocks dropped like $3 billion or something like
Oh,
that.
yeah, 'cause of
That-
his son?
Yeah.
He's like, oh, look at me.
He's like,
Drink agua.
I drink agua.
Yeah.
Aqua.
It's like, damn, I
Yeah.
thought he was hot. I was like, dude, look
Dude,
at
man.
this guy.
Ah, shit. But I mean, no one would watch a soccer movie. Soccer movies.
That's what I'm saying.
Soccer is like a sport you watch live on TV.
I
and
think
enjoy
everywhere in the world but the US would watch that movie,
Yeah.
dude.
It. Oh no, of course they would.
So
you
But
know,
if-
America's here.
If it's an American-made movie, then I guess LeBron is the biggest athlete in the U.S. And I'm trying to think of a thing to pair it with. Not Rick and Morty. That doesn't float. Anime is massive in the U.S. So maybe with an anime,
Boondocks.
That would get kind of weird.
it would be weird.
You know, you got
It's
Sailor Moon from here, then you got
Yeah.
another. You know what I mean?
Yo, I'll tell you guys off camera. I got it. This story.
You like Sailor Moon? She turned you on when you were a kid?
Nah,
Sailor Moon is a good anime.
She was hot, bro.
So
See-
there's a. I'll only say this. There's a local what's it called? A drag. A local
shows.
drag queen
Okay.
that is Sailor Moon,
And she's hot?
and she does like aerials like on fucking
Like on the hula hoops and stuff
Not-
like that?
yeah,
and
like-
the ropes?
It's on ropes.
It's the curtain thing.
yeah the
Yeah.
curtain
Yeah.
thing, and she comes out to the whole fucking shit, like the whole music and everything. I was like, damn, I haven't seen Sailor Moon since fucking '93.
That is a good anime.
Did you see
Yeah.
more Sailor or more Moon?
There was a lot of moon.
Yeah.
There was a lot of moon.
Switch the end with that P. More Poon. That's a Sailor Poon right there.
Sailor Poon,
That-
baby. Let's go.
Yeah.
Well, dude, maybe we should go one day, dude.
I'm down to go.
Huh?
I
Dress
mean,
up with like a couple anime
I
beauties.
saw one from a distance when I was in New Orleans, and it looked fun, but it was so packed. I'm like, I don't want to go sit
a
there.
Sailor Moon
'Cause-
or
no, the drag shows,
Yeah.
because it was a hot August and
Oh.
super humid. I'm like, I'm not gonna go sit there. We walk the French Quarter, but it looked fun.
Yeah.
Oh.
I want to go to New Orleans. What's the
Dope
city that you guys haven't been to that you want to go travel to?
Funny enough, I do want to go to Seattle and Portland just because fresh seafood. I'm a seafood fanatic,
Yeah.
so I want to go there. But I mean, in the U.S. or anywhere,
Anywhere.
probably Kyoto, Japan. There's a lot of history there. It used to be the capital of Japan, and then they moved it to Tokyo.
Nice.
And funny enough, if you see restaurants that are called Edo, EDO, that used to be what Tokyo was called. But
Really?
They switched the name. Yeah.
got American?
I thought it was
I
Edo.
don't know why they switched it.
Edo, dude. I don't know, dude. If I went to a place, dude, maybe I like to go to Alaska, dude. Alaska, something like that. You know?
Alaska would be dope. Especially, you see all these fucking shows where they're catching fish and deadliest catch and shit. I want to go
Yeah.
out there and just eat some of that fish. Some shrimp, some fresh shrimp.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't go there to fish. You know what I mean? Maybe salmon. I would go catch salmon. Got a couple salmons.
You're
know,
not a
but-
fishing guy?
So here's my fishing story. You don't know. So this is what happened. So before, when I grew up here it's like around the Glendale area, there was this apartment called Heartland Apartments.
That's where I grew up.
And the Heartland Apartments too?
Yep.
Dang, bro. See? God,
Yeah.
dude.
Grew up
So-
in Heartland. My best friend Rosie got murdered there.
Oh, really? In Heartland Apartments?
hmm
Dang,
There
dude.
was there. You're not familiar with the Rosie Tapia story?
Nuh-uh.
What year did you guys come?
Well, I was there like in 90, probably like 97 to like 2000. God, I can't remember.
96 was the year she was murdered.
Oh, really?
Yep. That year there was a serial fucking kidnapper and sexual assaulter. He kidnapped 2 girls and then sexually assaulted them, but he didn't murder them. He ended up murdering Rosie. He took her out of her bedroom, sexually assaulted her, murdered her, and threw her in the Jordan River.
Damn.
Yep.
They're at Heartland Apartments?
Cold case. I'll send you. Do you guys listen to podcasts like a lot?
Yeah.
I'll send you a link to her story. It's crazy.
They have one. Well, dude, I guess so. I moved there in 97, so probably the year after it happened. But the Jordan River right there, you know, it's super close.
Yeah.
Dude, now I don't even know if I can talk about my fishing story, dude. But so we'd go. I would always go fishing. I didn't know how to fish, but I just grabbed like a line with like a sinker,
Yeah.
and then I'd just throw the line. You know, just throw like put a little bit of bread, and I just throw like the line with the sinker on there, and I always catch like carp and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But they were too heavy to
Bring up on
they'd
your line.
snap. Yeah, they'd snap the line.
Yeah.
So then I started using like, you know, like 40, 50, 60 pound line.
Yeah.
And we didn't have a rod. So there was like a lot of Bosnian people there. So we just go and then just like catch them. And then we like gut the fish, the carps out, clean them out. And then we'd go back and there was a lot of refugees that were like from Africa.
Yeah.
And we'd sell them. They buy the carps because they'd bake them.
Yeah.
$10 a pop for the carps.
Damn.
So then you go, and then you know how there was the Arby's and the McDonald's
Yep.
right there? Then we go there on Big Mac Mondays.
Yep.
Like kings. But so I was fisherman, right? And then one day I went to Mexico to this little town, and the locals, they stick their hand into, I don't know, it's like this big giant kind of like gallon, I don't know, it's like a 50-gallon tank thing, and it's got like a pump of water so the fish can be swimming and stuff like that, and they just like snatch it with their hands. So they're just like, they grab the fish and they're so good, and they're just like putting them in the thing, and then they kill them there, right? I didn't know they killed them there, but I'm like a city boy, and I
Yeah.
go there, this like middle of nowhere, dude. I'm there for like 40 minutes trying to grab the damn fish with my hand, a little one. Everybody, like all the village people, they're like circling me. Everybody's laughing at me, dude. And I'm just trying to catch a damn fish. I finally kind of catch one, wiggles out of my hand, lands on the street. They grab him, and I thought they were gonna give it back to me to as a prize. You know what I mean? It's like, dude, you finally caught a damn fish. Let me take a picture of you. No, they just like chopped his head off. Dude, I literally
Did they at least cook it for you?
I was so emotionally attached to the fish. Like I did not eat fish for like 6 or like 8 years, dude. Because after I stopped fishing, I stopped doing like any fishing activity because the fish got. Even though I would like kill the fish too, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? But I was just like so attached to the. I got PTSD, dude. You know what I mean? Everybody's laughing at me. This guy sacrifices himself,
Yeah.
and then they just like chop his head off. Like I did not eat dinner because that's what they had for dinner, like that fish.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did not.
Carp out the Jordan River cannot be good.
Well, hey, the Africans liked it, bro. We were just the suppliers, $10 a pop, and we were like 7, 8 years old. You know what I mean? So that was money for us.
You know there's
dude.
snapping turtles in that bitch too.
Dude, if you
Snapping
clean it
turtles?
though, and if you, I mean, and Africans use a ton of different like seasonings
Yeah.
that you can just mask the flavor. So
I would think there would be worms and shit on
Or maybe
it.
some people
just-
fry it. You know,
But still,
they'll
though,
deep
dude,
fry it.
that
They're
that
like,
river
oh,
is a
this is
little-
tilapia. You know,
yeah,
you go to taqueria over there. Oh, it's tilapia. You know, it's just carp, Jordan River carp, dude. So.
Have you guys had Santo tacos in Rose Park?
That place is pretty good.
Fucking
Pretty good?
amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're really good.
I've only really had Taco Bell and Del Taco.
I had
He has
taco-
yet to take me to. He said he has. There's just one place because I don't know. I've just had like authentic Mexican
was-
cooking, and I'm like, I see some of these places, and like, this doesn't look like it's gonna be as good as what I've had at like my friend's house, so I won't go.
Yeah.
I was taking them to this. This is like the Latino mall. They got Alpa store there.
Oh yeah. On Redwood?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got, dude, it's so good, huh? They got
Yeah.
the thing stacked like the meat, dude. It's like 800
Yeah.
pounds of meat.
Good.
And it's
Cut it
like,
right
You know
off.
what tacos you guys
I
need
get
to
you
try?
chicharrones there.
Chicharrones? I don't know.
'cause-
You need to try Los Tapatíos. Bro,
Yeah. Dude, some people said their food trucks sucked. You know, they're like, oh,
I don't know what
tapatios,
they're
you know?
talking about because
I thought that was a hot sauce. You know,
no. I mean, I'm sure it is.
trademark infringement. You know
Yeah,
what I
just
mean?
pour it on my eggs. Call it good.
Well, I don't know.
I'm a
but
Cholula
you
pan
like that?
guy. You know?
I liked
like
it a
both.
lot.
Cholula with ketchup, bro. Have you tried it for breakfast?
With ketchup.
Bro, you get Cholula, right? No, so mostly ketchup. You throw a little Cholula in there, just like mix it in.
It's kind of like a Mexican fry
It's
sauce.
the
Yeah?
ultimate,
Yeah.
it's the
Bro.
ultimate illegal immigrant in the U.S.
Yep.
You're mixing U.S. with
Yeah.
fucking
It's
You know,
a
I'll have to
Mexican
try it.
American, dude. It's so good for breakfast because
Yeah.
Cholula for me is like really good for breakfast.
They need a
Yeah.
When you
need
mix
a-
that with ketchup, you get your little potatoes, your eggs, bro. Next level. Dude, people thank me when I tell them this. I'm like, dude,
You
try
need to-
it.
you
They're
need
like,
to call
oh, it's
it
kind of
host-
weird.
Post beefy sauce, bro.
Yeah, post beefy sauce. You got, dude.
Yeah, I don't know if I can
Pending.
call it that.
You get beefed up, dude. It's
Yeah,
really
so-
good. I
Have-
promise.
Have you seen how Heinz is doing this? They call it mayo chup.
I have seen
mayo
that.
chup, and it's like
so-
the
and
fry
people
sauce
are like
from here.
fry sauce. But the funny thing is, I mean, I'm Puerto Rican, and so in Puerto Rico, they have what they call mayo ketchup, which is it's mayo, it's ketchup, but we add garlic into it, and that's what we eat our fries with.
It sounds
Oh,
fire.
that's a pretty good to add garlic.
Yeah.
Yeah, garlic.
I'm a
Oh.
sucker for
Dude,
for garlic.
Ooh.
Yeah, so I mean, we always call it mayo ketchup. If you ever go to the island, ask for mayo ketchup. It's essentially what you call fry sauce here in Utah,
Yeah.
but it's mixed with garlic.
So I asked this question on my show last week. I'm gonna ask you guys. What city you live in?
I live in Riverton right now.
So if Riverton was a food, what would it be?
That's a good question.
Oh, dude,
I
that'd
mean,
be-
based off the demographic,
that's like some
I'm gonna go with-
stalker mom food.
I'm gonna
dude.
go with basic hot dog.
Damn.
I'm not here to fucking lie, guys.
Something like that, dude.
Basic hot dog, and not even like the good kind. You get like the S bars. You're not gonna get like I call them the Jewish, the Hebrew Nationals,
Yeah.
or none of the Nathans, like
Those
the all beef
99
Franks.
cent ones?
No
Yeah, it's like the
ballparks, no
cheapest
nothing.
one, and then like the cheapest bread. That's like some of the cheap bread is good. Don't get me wrong, but it's the one that's like dry and brittle.
Oh.
And then your cheapest.
You try to open it, the whole
It
thing
comes
falls
yeah,
apart.
and then you have the cheapest yellow mustard, and not even good ketchup like Heinz. Heinz is like the best ketchup. You're getting like Hunt's ketchup or one of the other fucking
the ones
no-name
off of Great
ketchup.
Value.
Yeah,
There you go.
that's
Damn.
what Riverton would be. Is that shit hot dog?
And what is this? Is this Mill Creek?
This is Mill Creek.
What would Mill Creek
Oh,
be?
dude. Well, I don't know. Around my neighborhood, mostly senior citizens, so I'd probably say
Salisbury steak.
No, tapioca pudding. They can't
Oh,
chew.
yeah, I
They
would
got
say
no
something
teeth.
like pudding or like what else would it be? Something that's very senior citizen friendly. Maybe like figs. maybe like a couple, like a fig,
Fig Newtons.
like a fig jelly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just like a little jelly.
And by the way, let me clarify this. I'm not saying people from Riverton are pieces of shit. I really like my neighbors. They're nice people. I'm just saying they can't cook. That's all I'm saying, guys.
But at least they can cook hot dogs. Dude, over here,
Yeah.
dude, you've seen there's no restaurants around here,
That's
bro.
true.
There really isn't.
Yeah,
Everyone's
there's a
just
bunch
cooking.
of senior homes.
I mean, you
They
got
mac and cheese.
is the Jasmine still up the street?
the what?
The Jasmine?
I don't know, dude. Never heard of
Is that
her.
the
She
one at
probably
the
passed
gas
away,
station?
dude.
No. Jasmine, it's tucked away across the street from the liquor store. It used to be. It's like
Probably
tucked away
not.
back there.
Because now there's like a Domino's Pizza. There's like an Asian food place there.
So it's on the same side as the liquor store. I don't think it's there no more. But
Yeah, I
that
don't think
place
so.
was fire. I think it was Korean barbecue.
Oh yeah.
Or maybe no, it was China. I think it was Chinese.
Okay, here we go.
There's
Mill
a bunch
Creek.
of Subways here.
Mill Creek is Kraft mac and cheese, but with an extra 5 cups of water. So it's like super watery. It's not
I don't
cheesy.
know about that. Maybe it's oatmeal. I would say that. Old people
That's a
like
good one.
oatmeal.
Oatmeal
Yeah.
with water
You know what I mean? Yeah.
and some stevia.
Oatmeal. I would say oatmeal, dude.
I would say Sugar House is more oatmeal.
You think so? No, they're
Sugar
like
House
more
is-
Sugar House, dude.
It's
They're
really
more like,
granola.
they're gonna have that other one, quinoa or something.
Yeah, it would be
like that, you know
like
what
a
I mean?
quinoa, like
Yeah.
It's quinoa.
Quinoa. He said a canoa. That's a canoe in Spanish, right?
Who's quinoa?
What did
That's
he
how they
live in?
pronounce it. West Valley.
Quinoa.
So what would West Valley
It's
be?
Mexican.
Dang.
So
Oh, that's
Al
probably the
pastor?
good food, bro.
Tacos.
No, I think it would be some type of fusion between like Asian and Mexican, bro. Like a Korean taco.
There's a lot of Polynesians out there too.
Polynesian
so,
too.
you know,
Like I think
with-
West Valley's dope.
So you get
food-wise,
so you get
so-
a taco, like an Asian fusion taco with an otai to turn to wash it down.
Oh,
otais
That is
are so
man.
good,
Hell
bro.
yeah.
Dude, the mango
Remember when they made
otai,
one in
fucking
elementary?
delicious.
Oh man, they made it's like, what is
Delicious.
this? And then,
Otai.
dude, that's where I learned Melikaliki Maka, which is not Hawaiian, by the way. It's a white song, dude.
I mean,
This
yeah, it
whole
was a white
time.
guy that wrote it, wasn't
I
it?
did not know that, but yeah, it was a white guy. Mele. And dude, because like we had otai, they showed us how to make it, you know? The Polynesian people there.
Yeah.
View Elementary. Shout out to the
Yeah.
Eagles.
I love Polynesian
Want
food
that too.
because they have like a lot of the same ingredients Puerto Ricans use. So like, it's not the same because we still use different seasonings, but like the fundamentals, there's a lot that reminds me of Puerto Rico. So I like it. I love it. A
And you
lot.
think it has anything to do about being an island?
Yeah, just where where they're located, like in proximity to the equator. Just like
do
you
you
have
guys
like,
eat
the
horse
bananas.
too or no?
We don't eat horse, but I
Oh.
want to eat horse. So any
Uh.
one of you guys that know who cooks up horse, hit us up, email us. I
Let's go
want
find
to
a wild horse.
You probably have to get a DM, dude, or an email, I guess.
I know, just to stay on the low or some shit.
Why don't we
but-
see wild horses?
out here?
Because they're in the wild, dude.
I mean, we get deer out here.
You'd have to be like
They're
a wild.
bobcats
I
and
think it's
Wolverine.
because-
I seen a Wolverine on the news.
Oh yeah, I heard they saw Wolverine. Very rare sighting.
Yeah,
Wolverine.
Because I think it's just what's it called? Horses can be used for capital a lot. So like, you're not gonna see if you see like you're gonna tame them and you're gonna get money out of it. Like it's just and horses came from the Europeans. They weren't even native to this land.
Well, I think they were native here, and then they got extinct, and then they
And then they brought it. The Europeans brought them
yeah.
over.
something like that.
I seen a
dude.
wild Mustang that got tamed. My buddy owns one,
Yeah,
What year?
that's my thought process.
like a real Mustang.
Oh,
The
really?
GT, the Gran Turismo.
The GT?
Although when I was
the
a kid,
Celine, guys.
I did want a 5.0 because of Minister Society.
Okay.
I wanted a 5.0 just because of that car,
Yeah.
like of that movie, I should say.
I do have a question for you. So you're a music man, right? I want to know, why did P. Diddy ruin hip hop?
Because there was a lot of money to be made and he knew that he was in it. Like, the thing about Diddy is that he was so early to where he could some might say he saved it, right? Or that he was a driving force to commercialize it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which meant a lot of money for a lot of people,
Yep.
right? So some people might say he actually helped hip hop. And I would be one of those. I would say that he helped more than he hurt, because there was think about everything that spawned it off of what Diddy.
What do you mean
did.
he helped more than he hurt?
I mean, I think he hurt.
He
more than
hurt
helped.
Tupac and Biggie. You know what I mean?
Allegedly.
Yeah, I'm still sticking with those allegations until proven otherwise.
I mean,
I thought this was America, people.
did you
Innocent until proven guilty.
you heard
Unless you're Cosby, dude.
you heard holy shit, what's his name? Malone.
Post Malone?
No.
Moses Malone?
Oh my god. Yeah, no.
Glasses
Karl
Malone.
Malone?
Glasses. You heard Glasses Malone song about Pac, right?
Mm-mm.
If I kill Tupac or something like that. where he tells the story that went on in the hood about the Crip dude that Pac beat up, and then he came back and he murdered Pac, right? Because that's the story. That's the one that everybody knows.
Mm-hmm.
But he actually put it into a video, and it's very fucking like, it makes you think about that shit. So I think Diddy really helped hip hop in the sense of commercializing it, making it more fun, but at the same time, like dancey, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Right?
There's always two sides to a coin.
Yeah.
I know what you're saying.
There's pros and cons for it.
But the way I viewed it too is you got this guy who has some of the best ever to do it, and he's just in the background yelling obscenities. And so some young kids are like, I want to make money, and I get that, get your bag. Like, oh, if this guy can do it with like some of the greatest lyricists ever, all I have to do is shout nonsense into a mic over a nice beat, and I'll get my money too. That's where I say he ruined it.
I don't think.
What was OBD? What was Old Dirty Bastard doing?
Same thing, but he's not as big as P. Diddy.
I would
Who would
argue
you pick, Dr. Dre or P. Diddy?
Diddy.
In regards to
Just like producers
overall?
that are famous, you know, they're always like in the background. Of
If they have
everything.
control over your career,
Diddy's had the signed, like he has the,
I would pick
artist.
Diddy in that case.
I'd pick Diddy as far as like whose fault, like who he's brought up. I'd pick Diddy.
Yeah.
but who?
See, so maybe he helped hip hop.
I know. I've
case.
said I've acknowledged what he has done,
Yeah.
but at the same time, I just see him shouting obscenities, and all I view is kids are like, "That's all I got to do." I don't have to like. So now you like.
But then they couldn't do it, dude.
it's
Everybody
washed
want to
out.
be. What's that bar that Diddy dropped?
Don't worry
Everybody
if I
want to be
write
Diddy,
rhymes, I write
but
checks.
Diddy's still alive. Remember that one?
He didn't write that though. Somebody else wrote that for him.
I'll
No,
tell you
you're just-
why. 'Cause Diddy, huh?
Get the fuck
Everybody
outta
want to be Diddy, and Diddy's still alive.
You're talking about Jay-Z. That's on Diamond. What? It's not. Is it Diamonds from Sierra Leone?
No, Sierra Leone. I don't know that.
Leone.
That was a store, dude. That's on
It's-
Last Call, dude.
It's not on Last Call.
Yeah,
No, it's not.
it's the one with Kanye West.
When it comes to being true,
Yeah.
it's true. That's not on Last Call.
Isn't it
Sure.
true? It's not
And
two
I'll
words.
tell
That's
you
all.
why. Because Hope and still one, and then
Everybody
the beat
want to be Hope and Hope still alive.
Yeah, and the beat comes back in.
Yeah, but that's not the Last Call.
True.
That's not the
Oh,
Last
we'll
Call.
bet on it.
The
$20 right
The
now.
track is not called Last Call. Is that my bet? Okay, the track is not called Last Call.
No, but it's that one that I'm singing. When it
I just
comes
sang
to
it.
being
all I'm
true,
saying is
be
it's not
true to
called
me.
The Last Call. Hold on. Never Let You Down is the name.
Never
of
Let You Down single
Boom.
song.
Ah,
Okay.
remix though. It's the remix.
So speaking of betting,
Sorry, we got heated there.
who won the weight loss challenge?
Oh, we're
We
still on
haven't.
it. Pounds for hounds.
And really, I'm probably losing.
I thought it was in
no,
July.
dude, I did. No, it's the end of August.
Oh,
We're not actually competing. We're just making sure that whatever we lose, we contribute to like
To
some
society,
oh, okay.
society,
which we don't want to contribute a lot. You know, the way people are letting rapists out free. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like what are we going to contribute if people are shouting hashtag free whatever for rape?
You know what I mean? Yeah. But one thing we do want to contribute when we're talking about coins and Destiny, as our first guest here, we want to give you a token of the Destiny coin.
What
Or
is
the
that?
coin of Destiny. You
You've
can
never
explain
heard
to
of
him
these?
what it is.
So
Before he gets him, host
He got a brown paper bag and it says it on it.
Yeah.
Destiny coin.
your destiny awaits. It's
Okay.
a bag. So what happened is when Jose and I worked at a place long time ago, a bunch of us we got really close. We'd always like go out for lunch, and people are indecisive, right, when it comes to lunch. You know me personally, I'm a pretty decisive dude, right?
Yeah.
So, but I like to make sure I appease everyone when we can. And when it comes to like restaurants, I'm like, we're not gonna sit here and bicker.
Yeah.
We will just do a bracket system, like a tournament playoff. We pick the names, we assign like what's assigned heads or tails, and we let the coin decide. So I called it the coin of destiny. And we'd have brackets of like what food we'd eat that day. We keep flipping the coin until we had a winner.
I love it.
And so,
food.
but the thing is, you have to go with the destiny, like the
Yep.
coin of destiny's
If
decision.
not,
If
tell him what
not,
happens.
there was a time where ABD the barber, our buddy,
The butcher.
he decided to go against the coin. I'm like, I was part of it too, because I'm like, you know what, let's just go against the coin and see what happens. We got hit or almost hit 5 times on the way to the place to eat, and on the way back another 3 times. And we're talking about like we could have been blindsided by a truck, like probably not here today. We're like, fucking, if we go against the coin of destiny next time, that was its warning.
It's Final Destination.
It was a warning shot.
Why would you
BIG.
bring this to your show?
The
Because
coin of destiny.
It lets people just like if you're gonna be indecisive.
If you're having if you're indecisive about something, you say,
Flip your
oh,
coin.
do I want to do this or do I want to do that?
all I'm saying is
Some people are like, oh, let's go pray about it. Guess what? It hasn't even rained, dude. We're in a drought. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, it did rain
What
kind of hard
happened
yesterday.
What happened to the Native American dance that I thought was supposed to bring rain?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What happened to
Someone
those
did it
guys?
yesterday,
What
dude.
happened to
That's what
Mona
happened.
Lisa, right?
Dude, she
We
didn't even
talked about her.
cry.
Right? So let's let him get a coin of destiny, Javi.
And as you're doing that, fun fact about the Mona Lisa, there is there was a teardrop on her face that Leonardo painted, but over time it dried up. So she had the original face tattoo with the teardrop, crying face. Mona Lisa. Look it up. Art history.
Mona Lisa. Yo, that song by fucking Push.
Kanye West.
Was it
Lil
in Push?
Wayne?
Was it Wayne and Push, right?
It's
Hey,
Wayne
Mona
and Kendrick.
Lisa.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right.
Carter 5.
Mm-hmm.
But we got a couple other things, right?
So do I flip this or what?
I
Or just mind the
Well,
help?
what's something that's been on your mind that's been heavy that maybe you can take a pledge? 'Cause
yeah,
we're all, in this podcast we're all about pledging. You're gonna change something, so maybe you're either gonna do something or you're not,
Yeah.
and you're gonna let the coin decide.
I'm kind of doing everything I say I'm gonna do,
Yeah,
so I don't really have anything.
there's something that's making you nervous, you know.
So maybe you need to drop something.
You said you were gonna
Yes.
tell us something on air or maybe off air. You know what I mean? Maybe the coin.
I mean, I already did. It was Sailor Moon.
Oh, okay.
Why was that such a big
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna hold on to this. I'm gonna wait for that moment.
Okay,
but
so
I'm
wait for
telling
that
you,
moment.
if it decides though, like you can decide before you flip it. That's fine.
Yeah.
Once you flip once though, you can do best out of 3, best out of 5. You can do one flip. But once you've decided to flip it, when it's in the air, you cannot change your mind. It decides.
Even
for
though you like, oh shit, I really want this.
yeah,
And you,
too
you
bad.
kinda- yeah.
you can.
It sounds very dangerous.
Well,
Dude, it's
that's why it's in the bag, dude. It's kept away from children. Okay?
In the dark.
Yep, in the
Do
dark.
you guys like do a seance?
Huh? Oh, they've been blessed.
Around the bag?
Blessed, you
they've
know,
been blessed.
at the
By
priest
dark
on
We put,
Christian?
we put sage in there.
Yep.
How are you guys feeling about podcasting?
Also.
Dude, it's fun.
Is he? No, don't let us. He's not gonna ask us questions. He's trying to deter from the question of the coin. He's trying to get scared.
I'm gonna do it. I just don't have anything in my head just yet.
Well, we feel great about podcasting because we actually have a challenge for you
Oh, shit.
about
Is this the
podcasting. This is
table
the
of talent?
talent table right
Okay.
here. So we heard, oh, this guy's a Cancer. You know, they're intuitive. They're artistic. They're what are they?
They
What
love
else?
the 6'9".
Yeah, they love the 6'9". They're mutable species. So Javi got this for you right here, and you have to blow a bubble the shape of the thing you're
wand.
gonna pick. The wand you're gonna pick.
It's impossible.
Well,
hey,
anything is possible. You said he's been doing everything lately.
Yeah.
That comes to your mind, and all of a sudden he has no powers, right?
yeah, we just got to see that Wingardium Leviosa.
He's telling us, "Oh, I can accomplish everything." You know, he's like, "Oh, I got MK Ultra, dude."
Watch him pull out the coin. Guys. Should I
Magneto.
do this or should I not do this?
Hey,
Hey, if the coin decides, the coin decides.
right?
You know,
Maybe
that's a good thing. Before I opened it, I should have done that. So here we go. Here's my first one.
Which one is it? Heads or tails?
So heads, I do it. Treasure chest, I don't.
Okay.
2 out of 3 or 1 flip.
One flip.
All right.
What did I say?
You said heads, you do
Heads,
it.
you do it.
Treasure chest, you do not.
Oh shit, is that how you do
You get to pick.
it? Heads, I do it.
Heads, you do it.
Fuck, it was heads.
There you go. It's meant to be, dude. It's meant to
I'm
be.
glad, I'm glad you're being honest, because on your drive home, you could have had something terrible happen.
Yep.
What if I
And-
still do though? It's gonna be horrible.
Hey, don't say that, dude. And I'm Sailor Moon because you picked the Sailor Moon one, and you're gonna blow me the
Pause.
So let's see, dude.
You could have at least opened it for
the
me.
anime. No, it's yours, dude. We can't put our, you know.
Yeah, we can't put our.
Then you're
magic
gonna
on
think
it.
we're giving you hand-me-downs, dude. We keep everything exclusive here in the talent table.
Is it okay if I spill a little bit?
Oh, you can spill all you want, dude.
It's just soap and
It's
water.
soap.
We were talking about rock. Anything
Probably
it'll
better.
clean the carpet, right?
Dog, I literally cannot get this open.
Oh, you want to help him out? Help him out with the utensil?
Want to poke that?
Whoa, hey guys, let's
Poke
wait for
that.
later, okay?
But you know what they say? Every kiss begins with K. Consent also begins with K, guys. Come
Oh
on.
yeah, and by the way,
This show it does.
Grammys back in 2003, Smack That was the winner for best
All
rap
on the
single.
floor, dude.
Wait, which song?
Smack
Akon,
that.
dude.
Smack that.
Oh.
Till you get sore, dude. Can you believe that, dude? That
Dude,
guy?
Smack that.
His
Till
vocal
you get
ability
sore.
on this song is good though.
Well, let's
I
see
heard
if
Flow Rider's back too.
I like
Yeah.
Florida. Dude.
Florida's about to get hit with Hurricane Elsa.
Yep.
Are they really?
Oh yeah.
Wasn't there already a Hurricane Elsa?
No, well,
That was a
every
movie.
year they reset.
Yep. They make new ones.
Every year they reset.
Because isn't the name like the severity of it?
No, that's a
No,
category.
They're already picked.
The,
up
the name
names.
just goes down alphabetically.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
God picks them. God.
All right, here we go.
Well, let's see if he's able to do it. He's
Gotta
gonna
wait
try
for
to
the
blow a
fan-
star.
Gotta wait for the fan to go by. This is so weird.
For our
We're all
viewers
about making
listening,
people uncomfortable. You
watch
Growth is
YouTube.
through uncomfortability.
Almost, dude. You almost let him concentrate, dude.
Oh,
There was like 10.
Want to get a big one? There you
There
go.
you go,
He
there you
did
go.
it.
Yep.
Oh!
Accomplished, dude.
oh,
That's
he's
a good one.
now
Look,
he's just
dude.
Yeah.
now he's just bragging.
No, he's getting cocky, dude.
We're
There's a
supposed
big
to be
one.
wholesome here, not fucking
Hold on, one more.
One more.
egotistical.
Hold on, let me get one more. One more. Ah, it's not gonna work.
We did get you. You can just put that over to the side. We did get you another gift over here from the town table. You can do this later on your own.
Is it a yo-yo?
Yeah, it is.
Hell yeah.
Oh, lost
Oh, there
talent.
you go.
Do you remember
know?
Omegas?
Yes.
Remember those?
Oh yeah, they're bad for you
They
now.
were, they were
Omega 3
expensive back
you know?
then. Yeah.
These
Now
these
they're
are
food.
badass. The cool thing about the Omegas that they had a bearing in the middle, so that shit would spin forever.
Yeah, that's what the
So
pros
you
would
walk the
use.
Yep.
dog, you know, dude, the dog would get freaking heat stroke. You know what I mean? It died, dude. That's why they stopped making those, dude. They had to cancel walk the
Its
dog,
heart
dude.
would stop.
On
When
those
was-
Omegas.
Dude, you just take it on the march of dimes.
When did we pod last? Was it about a month? 2 months? About a month and a half?
I'd say it's probably 2 months.
2
Not
months?
2 months, dude.
No, it's,
You don't
it's
think
a
it's
month and a
Javi,
half.
Javi barely came back, dude.
Oh, that's true.
This freaking joke.
You're
Yeah,
right.
that's how I go by Javi.
About a month and a half.
Month and a half.
That's a time.
You would
mark
have been here
in-
earlier if it wasn't for
in the
this guy.
podcast.
You guys said that you guys wanted to get more into the community. Have you done that?
We got more into the community. Yeah, we got a couple people talking in the community, right?
Yeah, we've reached out and people have reached out to us, and we're trying to get more people on.
About coming onto the pod?
Yes. And then I'll be attending. I don't know if they want to. He'll be a new father at that
The
point.
Art Fest.
But we're gonna go to the arts festival and promote some shit. I'm in process of ordering some T-shirts. I'm gonna get you one.
Nice.
So we're gonna start wearing them and hand them out to the guests as they come in.
Nice.
We have some constant, frequent listeners, so we'll gift them a shirt too. So just as gratitude and get the name out there that way.
And we got Coins of Destiny, so if anybody wants to come on the show, get a Coin
You
of
get a coin
Destiny.
Yep.
DM us. reach out.
We'll flip it to see if you want to.
Yeah.
You know, if you're gonna come on
really
the show.
want to or not.
You should do that for the next guest. So like whoever reached out to be on, we should flip for them to come on the next one.
Yeah.
And if
The
you,
Coin of Destiny.
exactly. And if it's meant to be, then they'll come
Meant
on.
to be true.
But it was meant to be your birthday. We didn't know, you know. But since we're all water people, we did get you some. We like to celebrate birthdays here a lot. That's one thing that we do.
You got me more stuff?
And,
Yeah, we're inclusive here.
we're inclusive. We like to celebrate birthdays. We
Damn.
like to celebrate a lot of things, you
We
know.
celebrate Women's Day. We celebrate
Women's.
Mother's Day, Father's Day, Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, all the above. Everything under the umbrella.
Pride month?
Yes.
Okay.
We said Happy Pride. Month at the
Oh,
beginning of June.
dang, I got a cake
Oh, you got a cake. This one right here, limited edition.
with a smiley face.
With a
One of
smiley
one,
face.
one of one.
That's
It
equality
should like
cake.
it looks
Dude,
like a
that-
character off a gumball.
It's the mother of the
Oh,
Care Bears.
It might be.
It's the mother of the Care Bears.
But we always get equality cake because we don't know what kind of cake people are gonna like.
yeah, we don't know.
But that is
But-
equality cake, so that should be
That's
good
dope.
for everybody.
We're all inclusive.
And then we got you a little hat. So
I
you
love
can
it
put
when
on
I
top
come
of
on the
your hat.
podcast and I get gifts.
All right, so you got to
This is
wear
great.
your swag.
Oh,
really
okay.
quick. You can put it over to the side.
We
if you
should
need some space.
put this on at the very
Yeah.
beginning.
Disney's Pocahontas had it wrong.
Oh, we're,
right?
we're
Let's
barely
face it.
starting the podcast right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
This is just. Huh.
I'm gonna do the whole pod like this.
Yeah, I'm just
Will
saying,
you
like,
toss me another fizzy?
Another
Pocahontas
50
said
for the hissy.
all the colors of the wind. We're talking about all the colors of the rainbow. Okay?
Yeah.
She had
This
it
is
wrong.
great, man. This is awesome.
And then you can go one by one. You know, show us some of the surprises you got. You know.
Okay, thank you. So I got a soup mug.
There you go.
All right, yeah,
I'm gonna
because
be
you need the
souping
soup,
around.
you know.
You go to Supas, you know, they give you that nasty one that you can't even microwave. But this one, you might not be able to
That's-
microwave it.
That's
either.
that Campbell's exclusive.
A Batman puzzle.
The biggest escort, the most expensive escort in the world.
You guys did Batman very dirty.
The original
He did a
thought.
lot of people dirty himself.
He's the original thought.
Yep.
He does that to himself.
The original Sailor Moon right there, dude.
Can't believe you guys did Batman like that. What else we got?
We
here?
got
we got a
Nicki Minaj action figure. from the last video with Tekashi 69. Is that the one? Which one was that one?
I think that one's called
Oh,
Fifi.
shit.
Fifi or something like that.
Yeah, it's that Fifi edition.
It also reverses doubles as a voodoo doll, so you could do voodoo with that.
Oh shit. Okay. Okay.
Okay. And then we got just
Plays
card
pool?
games.
Okay.
You
Mr.
wanna
Potato
learn
Head,
your
are you,
words?
you sure you want to give this away?
We can give that. That's an exclusive. Okay.
Just for you,
That's
bro.
more of an investment.
That's
for
more
your,
of an investment for you.
You know what I
Okay.
mean?
You know,
Okay.
we like to help people's kids. You know, hopefully
Get through
some-
college.
Yeah, get through college, get through things.
I gotta tell you that this confetti is like not normal confetti. This is like,
This is high class.
yeah, this
right there.
is pretty
Top of the line.
serious.
You know what I mean? We don't mess around with that cheat.
You guys literally have a shit ton.
Hey,
of
go
stuff in
one by one. You gotta reveal them. That's a hydro
It's a
flask.
BPA free
Hydro flask.
What does that mean?
A hydro flask.
H2O flask is what we
Yep.
call it. It's the off.
It keeps it
off-brand.
cold for how long? Is it 30 minutes?
I think
What's
it's- I think
BPA
it's
though?
25. It's a toxin that's released by plastic,
Yeah, by plastics.
Okay.
but it's free.
Okay.
BPA free.
Free.
You get a lot of it in
No
You
there.
get
toxins?
free BPA.
Yeah.
Free
and then-
BPA with
You
it.
didn't pay extra. There was no.
Then we got
upfront.
this, so you can find the Lord.
Stay connected to the Lord.
You know,
It is a the
Amen.
Holy Bible color and activity.
because he came in here saying
Flip
we don't love
pad.
Jesus.
Yeah, he
We
thought
do
we don't love
actually
Jesus.
Bobby
love
played
Jesus.
Jesus. I'm a Jesus. You know what I mean? Fan. A
And
fan
I
of
pray every
Jesus.
day.
I think he was the
Jesus
first
was
superhero.
also he was also one of the first water signs.
Yep, one of the first water
So-
signs.
Yeah. And he got baptized.
chicken salad with crackers.
Well, I heard you were Mexican and also black. You know,
Yeah.
we mixed it up there for you. Play it safe. You know,
Okay,
they didn't
okay,
have
okay.
chicken and tortillas, dude. So that's a close.
You gotta go with the crack.
I could have got. Yeah.
All right, got some dye.
Yeah, that's. I heard a lot of people over from the Portland community said you like to gamble and play. What was
Dude,
it?
he
Crap.
bones.
Play
He plays
crap.
bones.
You know, when he gets a boner, he wants to. You know, boom, we can throw it on the ground.
All right, all right.
Then we got you a little swag right now.
Okay.
That one actually helps cool you down. So you put it right on. That'll
So just
decrease
keep
your
this
body
on?
temperature. How many degrees does it host?
I think it was just 2 degrees Celsius.
2 degrees Celsius.
Just
So
2
that's
degrees?
about 6 degrees Fahrenheit.
Okay.
You dip it in water, 6 degrees Celsius. Cool.
All right. I'm not gonna lie. This is a lot. Okay. So we're still rolling. We're still rolling.
We're still rolling, dude.
What we got here?
Keep rolling.
We got this.
Javi's brand No Division jacket.
Oh, no division.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It's about unity. Remember, we're inclusive here.
Yeah.
Yeah, the people say,
Hold
"Oh, you
on.
guys are misogynistic." You know what I mean?
Is
There's
it-
all
hold
these
on. Is this your
things.
guys' real brand?
It's his brand.
Yeah.
This your brand?
Yeah,
Yes.
bro.
That's fly.
Thanks.
Well, yeah,
I love
it's
that.
it's a bird, dude. Of course, it's gonna fly, dude. What animal do you think you
Dude, again, like the Jesus symbolism. It's,
And
a,
then-
it's a dove with the.
Lastly,
olive
we're
branch.
gonna put one.
Is
of
this
your
you too?
Well, that was both me and Jose here. You know, I wish I
Lastly,
could make that
lastly,
up.
we're gonna put his kid one of because through college.
Oh,
gift.
Yeah.
I got a limited edition.
Mr. Potato Head.
Let's go.
Look, it still says Mister. Look at the box.
Mr. Potato
Yeah.
Head.
Because soon they're going to be called baked potatoes.
All right.
And it's going to be high.
Androgynous potato head.
That is awesome. I think that's it. I think that
Don't get greedy either. Dude.
no, that's
Come on,
the
dude.
that's the end of the bag.
They'll
Hey,
turn them into
jeez.
mashed potatoes and then call them fluid potato.
Ah.
Funeral potatoes. I'm sorry, I made a mess here at the in
No,
the
it's
studio.
okay. Cool,
dude, Robbie
bro.
will come
Cool.
later.
That is
That's gonna be-
Dude, before he goes on the LOA.
That's great, man. That's awesome.
So yeah, you can put one of your kids through college. We talked about Bitcoin collapse.
That's glitter all
It
over me now.
dropped at least like to 50% of what it was, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Because when we started talking about Bitcoin, saying how
60,000. You know,
it was
60,000.
phony, it was 60,000 per share, or whatever it's called. And
What
now
did we
it's
do?
30.
How many thousands of dollars worth of Mr. Potato Heads we got in this room?
Dude, probably close to
1.5,
Huh?
$22.
22, dude. What's the market right
Disrespect.
now? Right?
The market, I think
Close
it's
to
like
340. What? 340,000 worth of Mr.
It could
Potato
be.
Head.
I saw it
in
on
this room
eBay.
alone.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Just
Yeah,
saying.
That's awesome. Thank you guys.
Okay.
So, you know what the funny thing about this is that my family's gonna actually love some of this, like majority of the shit.
However, with the cake, you do have to take a bite on,
Yep, on
right now.
camera.
We have to
Damn,
take a
on
bite of your
camera?
cake. That's what we
Yes,
do.
sir.
Are you?
That's what we do for
Who-
birthdays.
nobody
dude.
has done that.
I've done
That's
it.
the-
Javi's
How
done
you
it.
done their birthdays, dude?
Okay,
We
well,
celebrate.
we're gonna need
birthdays,
4
dude.
forks, so because everybody taking a pic.
Oh, we do
a bite.
Filipino style.
I have fingers.
Finger that baby. Maybe you can get him a napkin.
I don't
Javi.
know if that's socially appropriate.
We don't care about socially appropriate.
Oh, now one last thing too, because you did pass your test.
Oh yeah.
You did pass your test for
You're
the
gonna-
talent table.
The Olympics are right
Some
around the
people
corner.
don't, you know, some people they try to get on talent. Like Javi, he got on talent table, try to play Mary Had a Little Lamb.
I was not expecting this. Like,
And
there's a
what
lot
did he
going on.
play? Nothing. Dude, he didn't play nothing.
He played.
I got a
audible
medal?
music.
He couldn't play the
You
harmonica.
get a gold
dude.
medal for doing that challenge.
He played 2 notes for half a bar each.
84 karat gold.
He gave us one bar.
You got it.
Oh,
Thank
you guys are lucky you got that 1 bar.
Yeah, you can
Most
play the
people
rest
get
of the time.
half a
You play the
bar.
freaking King James version too, dude.
We got
Right.
those officially. What's it called? Classified at Shaneco.
I was gonna say I feel like CJ. Whoop-dee. Something. I'm whoop-dee.
That's the one they were gonna give that girl that they kicked out for weed. We got her medal.
Shikari, R.I.P.
She didn't die.
Her
She's not in the
career did.
Olympics. R.I.P.
Her Olympic
Yeah.
dreams died.
Yeah, man. That's fucked up, man.
Actually, is it still official? I swear that they said that they would consider overturning it.
They better shit. Everybody's outraged when you have tons of athletes saying. I think what the Ball brother said it the best. If it's not crack, let her run track.
I think I'm for
Close
testing
the
maybe
door
like
good.
day of, like, or a day before, like in case of PEDs, right? Granted, that's usually, although it can help people focus, like day of, whatever. If it's several weeks before, I don't care. But day of, just for the sake of the sport, to keep the integrity with it. I agree with like the whole no drug policy, but this is.
But
what, a
dude, who
month and a
cares
half?
about the Olympics anymore? Really, you know they're kind of cool.
Every
But
other
I do.
country.
I do.
Here's what I would do. I would, if I was that girl, I'd just start my own league, and then you just have all the
You
good
can't
athletes.
start your own Olympics.
Yeah, you can. Why not, dude?
It's true. I mean,
No,
Right?
no.
You can-
The world's best athletes are not gonna come to your
If they
world
start
event.
their own,
look
If
at
they
what the Paul
boycott-
brothers have done with boxing.
yeah,
There's no way, bro.
they're like, hey, the Olympics, dude. We
Well,
can't even
actually,
smoke
you know
weed.
what? They may, but I don't think it'll be top-notch athletes. I think it would be more
Okay, they
top-notch
can keep
celebrities.
gymnastics, right?
Yeah.
They can keep. What else do they do?
Table tennis. They can keep that.
Where they throw the thing, when they
Shot
jump on
put.
a stick, they can
The
keep
javelin.
that.
You mean all of track except for running?
Soccer? They can. So yeah, we can do running. We can keep running. Soccer, basketball.
She could just do her own running league. Well, who wouldn't respect that?
Yeah,
The
I
owner
think,
being the fastest woman
Dude, they
in
can
the
do
USA.
races like a versus. Her against Usain Bolt.
that's not even fair.
Yeah, it is.
Bolt,
you just,
Bolt would
you-
smoke her.
you do what's it called? Handicaps. He would have to run in half an inch of water. Yeah, where his whole 100 meters
With
is
Tim
half an
Gunn?
inch of water.
From
Hey,
Jamaica.
I would like to
Ring
see
salon.
what that would mean, because when your foot hits the water, think of the amount of kinetic energy the water absorbs before he hits the bottom of it
Yeah.
to keep sprinting. It should take away some of his speed.
Yeah, I don't
Anyways,
know.
Well, you got him.
See?
It's just for him. We're on pounds for hounds, so he's gonna
Oh,
pound.
yeah, that's
You and
right.
him can share the cake, you know. But
Did you get the
So-
napkins
so-
at wholesale? What the hell? Is this a baby bundle over here? Isn't wrapping a
I
baby?
know.
he
Oh,
brought one for each of us.
Have you
But
have
we're on
you
pounds for
have
hounds.
you changed a diaper before?
Like a true butler? Look
Bro,
at
it's been like-
how.
How old is Priscilla? Like 20 years?
Oh no, dude! We learned in junior high. Remember, we had to carry our babies.
Yeah,
dude.
Yeah.
but even then, that's like 15 years
Everybody
ago.
knows Mexicans have babies when they're 13. They've had a lot of practice.
Yeah, my mom was pretty young. I don't think she wasn't 13. I think my mom was like maybe 17 when she had my sister.
It just reminds me of Tom Segura. I like his stand, and he mentioned some joke like that.
Yeah.
It was I'm pregnant and I didn't even know it. And he
Yeah.
goes, she was Mexican, so she's had a baby before.
You guys into comedy? Like you
I
guys like?
Well, I mean, there was last year, I think, with the pandemic, I was just locked up so often that I watched a lot of it. This year, because we had the podcast and I've had other stuff going on, not as much, but I do enjoy comedy. Like anything that can make me laugh, I'm all for.
You guys get out to Wise Guys?
We did once.
Yeah, we did
tried.
watch Lil Duval. We watched Andrew Schultz.
Yeah.
You guys were at Schultz this last time?
No, the time
this
before.
last time.
Oh,
Like,
I was gonna say
before-
because I went last time.
This was pre-COVID.
I went. Yeah, I went.
It was the last show before COVID.
Yeah.
Fuck. I
Schultz.
should have took probably. I probably should take COVID more seriously.
We went.
My sister almost died.
Oh, really?
My sister-in-law. Yeah, my sister-in-law. She had 10% chance of living. She walked out.
When you say serious, though, I mean, did you not take it serious just because you're always like, I'm not going to say carefree, although that does describe you well. It's like,
Yeah.
You're not going to allow one instance or an anecdote.
But
stop
he
you
also
from
had
living.
it.
You know what I mean?
I think that when I say take it more seriously, I think maybe to the standard of the society,
But
right?
why though?
I don't know. Maybe I feel like maybe I was carefree, because I was still at the bar, I was still DJing, I was when I could,
Yeah, but you
right?
took the precautions that were in place.
Oh
right?
yeah,
Like,
I was
you hand
definitely
sanitized, you
yeah.
hand wash,
And
you
I
wear your
did that
mask.
before.
So that's not careless.
Not
There's
a
a difference
mask, but-
between being careless and carefree. Like, 'cause
Yeah.
I know a lot of people are like, oh, I saw both extremes. I have friends on both sides. Some that were like, F the mask. And there were others that were like, would almost never leave their house.
Yeah.
I never wanted to be the person that never left my house, but I didn't want to be the asshole that like, oh, I'm not going to wear a mask because like, I just complied with the rules, but I wasn't going to lock myself up all day, every day in the
Yeah.
house. Like that's not the point of living to me.
Facts.
So then that's where I mean, like the whole serious, you can take it serious and still go do shit.
Yeah.
But to the extreme of like, oh, you don't take it seriously because you're out, like you're still feeding your family. Like you weren't DJing out there just because. Like
Nah.
you were getting paid. You had to make sure you brought money home.
When I could, shit.
Yeah.
When it really fucked up a lot of shit when they were like, let's close this shit down at 10 p.m.
Yeah.
Because bars were closing at 10 p.m. Or I shouldn't say closing. They weren't serving alcohol after 10 p.m. Makes no fucking sense to me.
Yeah, there's no scientific evidence that would stop COVID, but
At all, right? So, and that's when a lot of bars and nightclubs make their money.
Yeah.
Is after 10. So you're talking about going from making $3,000, $4,000 for 2 hours, right? 2 to 3 hours in a night to not being able to make any liquor sales at all. It takes a big hit,
Yeah.
and nobody wants to stay around for that shit. The beautiful thing though, right now, it is booming.
Yeah, because people are tired of being at home.
We're
We're
just tired,
making
yeah.
so much fucking money right
you have
now.
to show off. God. Right? He gets a gold medal.
He's got his scarf on. He's got the gold medal.
his scarf. He's got a bag full of a freaking $300,000 Mr. Potato.
Sitting
man.
on a piece of his marker.
Y'all set me up for that. Y'all set me up for that. No,
He's got a butler.
it's great. It's great that that people are back to work, and like my bartending staff, because there was a time when they weren't working, right? But now they're back at it. People are out. It's beautiful, man. Like if you guys ever get a chance to come out to the bar, like it's dope to see people back together. You know what I mean? I went down when I was going to work. I drove by Pioneer Park, and the farmers market was going on, and families were out, no masks, dogs walking their dogs, and you know a year ago that wasn't happening. And it's just beautiful to see people out.
It's nice. Like sometimes you forget that there was COVID, you know, now, and it's like it hasn't even been that long. You're like, oh crap, dude.
It's still and it's still technically not over.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
that's the
But
crazy.
now
part.
it almost seems like it was like really a long time ago. Almost,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
It does.
It really wasn't. It was just like, you know what I mean?
It's still literally killing people
Yeah, but
like
now
to this day.
Delta Airlines has bought the rights of COVID, and they've started their own strain.
Trademarked it, you
Oh
know.
my
They
gosh.
collabed with.
Oh, you know, because
they're
their
collabing with
stocks are
Corona.
falling. Yeah, their stocks are falling, so now they're, you know,
gotta get their
buy
name out
it,
there
sell
somehow.
all their
Hey,
stocks.
this is a question I've been asking people on the podcast, and it came from my friend Jade from Highline Tattoo. She came on the 27th Hour podcast, another podcast I do, and she asked, in 20 years from now, what would be considered nostalgic to you?
Are we going with the official like definition of nostalgic being it's an emotion and a memory that makes you super happy? Because people confuse nostalgic with memory. Like, because nostalgia means you look back at it and you think it was the absolute best. Like you loved it.
I'll use an example, Mr. Potato Head. I'm like, damn, that's nostalgic right there. That takes me back to Toy
But it's a
Story.
good memory.
Yeah,
Okay. So 20 years, but you talking about like 2021.
yeah, from 2021 ahead. So was that 41?
Well, to me, if he's thinking, I think the one that I can think of is not more of like a material, but it's maybe like just having the freedom to say whatever you want, you know?
Mm.
Because I mean, I just think about it from when we were kids, or even just like 10 years ago, and you be able to say like more things, not necessarily like, you know, like rude things. There's a lot of people are saying like, you know, crazy stuff, but people weren't like as cautious with their speech, you know what I mean? Or
No, he's talking about like this year. So like 20 years from now, 2041. What will
yeah, I don't think like, I think in 2041, I don't think people will
have the freedom of speech.
Yeah, so I think there'll be like a lot less of that. I think people won't be as open to conversations
Damn.
in
You would
real
have to like
person.
tiptoe
Because
through
now
every
it's like you have
conversation.
to create a podcast to almost have those conversations
True.
and talk to people freely without them being weird.
That's impressive.
You know
to
what I
think
mean?
about.
So I think in the future, then it'll be like, oh damn, remember when you can just, you know, meet a stranger at the grocery store and talk to them and blah blah blah? Because that's already kind of being weird.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think that for me would be like, oh, remember when we used to do that, have these conversations? Now everything might be like virtual more. Or
Yeah.
I mean, everything really. I mean, if you think about it, just like meeting people now, like virtual dating. You know what I mean? Like everything's. I mean, you brought up when you used to play, when you used to game, you used to go to the gaming Comic Cons or wherever the hell. Now some people just have like their friends. They're just
All
on here.
online, yeah.
You know what I mean? Just like random people, they never like get to meet or anything like that. So I think that part will be nostalgic. Like, oh, dude, we actually, you know, talk like normal people and stuff like that. So that's the one for me.
I mean, I guess I could say my sister's wedding just because it was a big thing, for me emotionally, and then I really got like in art. Like, there's a bunch of stuff that I've never posted yet, just because it's interesting, like the journey of an artist, because it's never really what you imagine. Very, very, very rarely, and I've seen like a lot of artists on YouTube quote like, not even 50% of it is successful art. Like, they think it's trash. Others might like it, but I'm doing certain things with like spray cans right now, and I showed him a picture of it. Like, that's like something, just being able to experiment with art. Because I feel like in 20 years I would have experimented so much that, but so now I'm in that honeymoon phase where it's like I'm trying out all these different art mediums, styles, materials, that it's just like I'm exploring the world of art right now. So that's probably what I'll look at in 20 years, being like, I loved that journey of what medium do I like best? How did this impact it? Because each art and every medium or style has its own unique taste to it. Just because you're good at this doesn't mean you're good at that.
Yeah. Facts. And what about you?
Man, bro, I don't know. We'll just have to see.
Well, one good thing I was gonna say about you is like that last podcast when we toasted your baby.
I
Just
think that'll
imagine
be super
20 years
nostalgic.
from now, and then
Yeah.
you watch this video with us, and we're freaking.
Well, I think this podcast
Fossils.
to me, like if it somehow like whatever ends in a couple episodes or whatever, they go on to do bigger things. I think the podcast for me is like would be super nostalgic because it's like opening me up to new things, new people, like empowering me to like be more I guess actually talk. I don't really talk to like people in general, dude. Like I just kind of am.
Oh, that's not what you tell us, dude. What is it? Oh, I can't talk to you because I got a call. You know.
Yeah.
But keep
But
going.
that's
with
you
your
guys,
story.
yeah. But I mean, now that you killed my vibe, like,
He
that's it, you know.
out for lying.
So much for empowering me. But I feel like this podcast to me would be like super nostalgic, you know.
Yeah.
That would be
Word.
weird how now you can
I
record
mean,
your life
20
so
years
much.
from now, I look back at myself 20 years. And it's not like the
remember when I
technology
was,
doesn't
my
exist,
skin was so
right?
nice.
I mean, I'm able to see videos of myself when I was 10,
Yeah.
but it's different because I mean, you're a kid. Now I'm an adult, and I will view myself as an adult in 20 years. And like, was I a piece of shit adult? Was I
Yeah.
what I wanted to be? And then it's interesting to have that kind of conversation with yourself.
What about you?
Absolutely. Fidget spinners.
Oh, it would be nostalgic to you. You hold a
Yeah.
fidget spinner.
You still have them in 2021?
I do have one. My girl, she works at a credit union. I won't say which one, but she their little promotions was a fidget spinner, so we got them around the house and shit. And I was actually playing with it today. That's why when I was saying that, I was like, damn, like
That's a good one. The feeling. I remember. The
Yeah.
feeling. It's like,
Well,
Like,
no,
you
it's
were-
true because you have something that physically takes your mind off something, so you can focus on something. It's a weird thing, but it works.
well, coincidentally, like just that little bag, you know, I had like Mr. Potato Head. It had a yo-yo. You know what I mean?
yep.
Yeah.
Dude, I bet.
And I was like, yo, remember that?
yo-yo.
Yeah, no, mate. Yeah, I mean, like,
Yeah.
yeah, nostalgic.
So yeah, that's a good one, dude. Nostalgia. But any unsolved mysteries? Anything we got anything unsolved or any questions or anything, Javi?
Yeah, we got a question, unsolved question. How often do you guys feel insecure, or what do you do to overcome that feeling?
We'll start with Mr. Cancer over there. He kind of already started talking about it. And sensitivity has to do with some insecurities, I believe.
Yeah. So, how often do you feel insecure? What do you do to overcome that feeling? To be honest with you, like I've been, in the past, I was definitely insecure. But now, I feel like in 2021, creators are so in the forefront in everything, right? Like we can create whatever we want. We can create our own business. We can You could do your art. You don't need an art gallery to showcase your art, right? Like we are very empowered. And so the insecurity in me in the past was, how do I create things? And should I put it out? And once I realized that there's gonna, it's the rule of 10. It's kind of what Charlemagne says, right? Like there's gonna be, what is it, 3 people that love it, 3 people that like it, and then 4 people on the fence, right? And so like understanding that what I say and what I do is not gonna be for everybody in any circumstance, even my own family, right? But there are people out there that are gonna fuck with it. There are people out there that might be on the fence about it, and the 3 people that hate it, I'm not even acknowledging them. They're not even a thought in my head, right? Because once you give your insecurities power, they can overcome you, right? So for me, I had to really learn that, insecurities in myself within my own art is only because of me, because other people don't give a fuck. A lot of times we worry about what others think, and the people that we look for justification on, like to be justified in what we're doing, in reality, it all doesn't matter. And once you realize that what we do, the fun things that we do don't really fucking matter, right? It's about those connections, and that's what matters. So my insecurity within my own heart, I don't let it overcome me. You know what I mean? So that would be the biggest thing, and me overcoming that feeling was me realizing that I can't change the opinions and the thoughts of others, nor should I want to. It is going to be what it is, what it's going to be. And am I going to stop doing what I'm doing, or am I just going to stay the course? And so far, staying the course has been extremely beneficial for me. So that's kind of how I overcome those insecurities.
Oh, dang, that's a good well, that was a deep one, huh?
That was a deep one.
I was thinking more like, I'm insecure about my bunion. You know what I mean? Sometimes. About a little bunion.
You got a girl or guy?
Huh? Sailor Moon.
You got a girl?
No, I've been dating, chicks and stuff like that. No dude shit, you know what I mean?
So you got a girl that would see your foot.
Oh yeah, I tried to show, actually, when did I try to show this girl my
You're the
foot?
type that would be like, yo, you gotta look at this.
I tried to show, actually, I think it was
you gotta see this.
this
On the
last
first date.
weekend. Yeah.
On the first date.
Yeah, I went on a date. We actually went to that get out store, and I was telling this chick, like, hey, you want to see my bunion? And she wasn't really having it, I was like, it's not that bad, I was like, I just want to see if you want to diagnose it, you know what I mean? Because I was walking a little funny, so then I was kind of insecure. I'm like, God, what if I'm
He's a true man. He'll ask everybody but a doctor to diagnose his shit.
Man? So I was like, God, I wonder if I'm walking a little bit funny. He's like, my bunion's hurting, dude. So I was like, hey, do you think this? Because I'm trying to get it. Maybe she'll convince me. It's like, yeah, dude, it's not that bad. Or, oh, dude, you should, go to the doctor, So my insecurity with my bunion, I guess I always ask her, it's like, hey, what do you think about my bunion? And I show them. So maybe that's, I guess that helps me with my insecurity, that it's like something I should get checked, you know what I mean? So I'd probably say that. And then my other insecurity, dude, it was probably my nose, dude. We've talked about my nose in this podcast before.
What's wrong with your nose?
I had a little tiny nose before, right? So now it's like a decent nose, it's growing. But if you look really close, one of my nostrils is bigger than the other one. So sometimes when I, like, my glasses still, like, they'll go like this, look. See, they're like tipping to the side. Because one of my nostrils is like struggling a little bit, it's like not growing.
Gotcha.
It's kind of like concaved. So the way that I deal with that insecurity, dude, how do I deal with that insecurity?
It's funny because
I started doing nostril workouts, probably like this.
I don't think people would notice that. Like,
no,
but
but
you're always your
that's why the
critic,
question,
though.
it was like your insecurity.
Yeah.
So it's like the ones that I can think of, my bunion's always hurting. You know what I mean? Something like, oh, you want to play soccer? Oh, dude, my bunion flared up. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
With my insecurities, I'll start. I have 2. I'll just go with 2. One's like a physical one. With the Pounds for Hounds, I was hitting the gym. Even before Pounds for Hounds, I was just trying to get my strength up. I don't want to be that guy that's like super weak at the gym. And I don't judge weak people, but for whatever reason, I have that standard for me. So specifically like things with like squat, those compound movements like deadlift. So specifically with bench, I was weaker in my chest. I'm like, I got to get up to 2 plates and 25, right? And just kind of crank them out. Got to it, hurt my shoulder now. Now I'm going to lose all this progress. It's still, yeah, I have my doctor's appointment tomorrow morning. So I have like all this progress I did, like it was roughly like 7 months worth of weightlifting, of like making sure I had the power behind all of it. I'm saying to waste. It's not to waste. It helped establish a good habit of lifting. I need to get a better habit of eating, but either way, that's an insecure. I don't know why, but it is like I don't want to be that weak guy in the gym. And then the other one is like actually my art specifically. So the other day, I sent these guys like a snap of a koi fish that I drew.
Yeah.
And so the funny thing is, I guess to overcome the physical one, I just keep working out, right? That you know, I'm able to lift this much, and in 2 weeks or 3 weeks, whatever goal I set, I want to be able to lift 5 pounds more. And that's kind of the process you go through to overcome that insecurity. Is you keep working out and you'll get better at it. With art, similar practice is you keep practicing it. I'll send so I send it to these 2 and like 5 other friends, and they're like, "Oh, that's pretty good." I'm like, "Cool." But now in my head, I'm like, I've got this one and I save it. It's in my sketchbook, and I'm gonna draw it like at least 20 times more, and then I'm gonna compare the first one with the 20th one and seeing, did I make improvements? What did I change? And kind of seeing how. So like I'm insecure with the art. Like, does it look good? I want the illustration to look nice. So
yeah, man.
yeah,
I love that. How are you doing with Photoshop?
oh, I'm a fan. I have the Mavis Beacon thing, which it's a simple thing to edit, but it took me forever. So Philip Globesky or whatever his name is that did the Thank Me Later album art for Drake. I like that album art cover. I think it's great. And I essentially, you know, that was the inspiration behind the Mavis Beacon one.
That's the one with the balloons or the hearts?
No, that's the one where he's like, it's just a black outline of his face
with red.
Oh,
with, like,
yeah.
the red outline on it. And it took me like just a little under an hour to figure it out, because I like figuring things out on my own too. I could have probably easily looked up a tutorial on how to do it. Like, nah, let me figure it out and feel out Photoshop. But once I figured it out, I'm like, it's 3 steps to do it. Super simple.
Yeah.
But I love Photoshop. And after that, I'm going to move on to Illustrator.
That's ill, man. That's really cool. What about you? What's your insecurities and how do you overcome them?
I don't know, trying to be a good husband. That one, that's like the biggest one, and I would have to ask the wife that, right? But I think that's my biggest insecurity right now.
How do you know if you're being a good husband?
Maybe like, and I don't want to say this and be like objective or whatever, but the nagging, you know,
Yeah.
like, hey, you haven't done this, or hey, you always do this. You always leave the toilet seat down, you know, like, shit like that. But I don't know. That's the only things that come up right now.
So that's kind of crazy that we measure how our relationship and if we're doing a good job by if our girl isn't nagging us.
Yeah, bro.
I'm awful with relationships.
That's a real thing.
Oh,
I'm awful with
over here, dude. We're just, jeez, dude.
Hosh, you've been single for a minute.
Yeah, I feel like on and off dating, nothing ever serious.
How is dating in 2021?
Dude,
I haven't
like,
dated this year.
for me, it's like, dude, sometimes like people get kind of offended too much, or then people there's
I have a story about that.
and then there's like a lot of I don't know. For me, it's like I can't do online dating. For me, it's hard because then people don't understand like sarcasm. You know what I mean? So that doesn't translate well at all. And then I'm not into like pictures. You know what I mean? I'm not into that. So they're like, hey, try to find a picture of Jose, dude. There's like none. You look up my name, there's a terrorist. Dude, it's not even me. You know, so there's like so that with me. And I don't know, it's like hooking up, it's like easier to do, you know what I mean? It's like a lot easier if you just like are gonna hook up. And people are like more upfront about that, you know, but it's just like you waste like a lot more time now, I feel like, compared to before. Like before you kinda, you know, you get to know someone, it's like, oh okay, yeah, let's chill again or whatever, you know, or they're pretty comfortable with who they are.
Yeah.
And now I feel like people aren't really comfortable with themselves almost, or they're completely different online. It's almost like online has kind of created like a facade of like, you know,
a lot of
who you
people
want
can't
to
have
be.
conversations in person.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
in person, like, dude, I've gone on dates where like, you know, I was like talking really good and stuff like that, like when messaging and stuff like that on apps or whatever, and then we go on an actual date, dude, and it's like the person doesn't know how to talk, or like, I don't know if they're feeling comfortable and stuff like that, you know. It's well, dude, what's going on? So I think that's been kind of weird compared to. Because if you look at profiles and stuff, even like with chicks, like everybody's got like professional pictures. You know what I mean? Everybody got like headshots or like over with the wings behind them. You know what I mean? They're like looking over, you know, the Indian Ocean or the Golden Gate Bridge. I'm like, dude, I got a picture of me sitting right here. You know what I mean? A couple like other random pictures, but yeah, everybody. It kind of created like where everybody's like too much like judgment is like on your image. That people kind of focus on your image too much and not in like your like personal you know, like growth or, you know, like what you want in, you know, in another person or like dating. So to me, that's what's been hard about dating, is finding someone that's comfortable being themselves, you know.
I'm a pretty cut and dry kind of guy, and there's just like now this massive stigma, right? Like with this chase, and I'm awful with games. I'm not gonna play no fucking games. Like I'll take you on, I will court you, express interest, but if you like want certain little small things, I'm not gonna play your game. And I'm granted, I should probably be better at it, because there are times where, again, people aren't good with conversation.
Yeah.
I try to have a conversation with them, and I'm like, yeah, I'm, you know, my back hurts. Oh, why? Because I'm carrying this conversation. This is not going anywhere. And then I'm the asshole, like maybe rightfully so for saying it, but it's like you've given me nothing for it, right?
Yeah.
So I get like pretty irked easy, and maybe that's something I need to work on. But it's like just either be present or don't. If you don't want to, that's fine. But don't sit here and waste my time showing up for like that shit if you're gonna be on your phone all dates. And
So do you guys just let it be known, like, yo, is this a hookup, or are we trying to like to know each other?
I'm very upfront about that. Yeah.
And I think when you first
How do you approach that though? You can't just be like, yo, we're just hooking up. That's it.
Well, you know,
I do, because I don't want to waste time. Time is very valuable for me. Like,
Host, you gotta relax, bro.
Time is like important. Like if that's what it's gonna be, I don't want to lead her on.
But he's also
right?
saying like what message, like in the conversation, you're gonna be like, hey, I'm gonna.
Yeah, I'll say something like, I'm not looking for friends. I'm not looking for dating. Like, and you don't have to say like,
That's your.
I only want to fuck you.
No
Yeah.
friends, no dating.
Yeah, I
That's
don't
in
have
your
the-
bio.
I don't have the dating app or whatever. It's just usually if I mutually meet someone, like a text or a phone call, I'm like, listen, I'm not looking for female I'm not looking for friendship. Right?
Did that ruin your friendship?
The what?
Like, obviously, you're meeting people that know this chick, right? So
It's far distant. I will never date like a friend of a friend. Like if they're close, not a chance. Because I feel that would ruin a friendship.
Yeah.
Or I just don't want them talking shit. It's like, that's personal to me. I don't kiss and tell. It's very personal for me.
Yeah.
So it's like, if they're close and I know they're gonna
I've
talk
been
about
trying
it, that's gonna bug me.
to get him to kiss and tell. You know what I mean? But he won't.
Nah, I was never this. I was never like.
You
that
don't have to
either.
say names. You can say, you know, this lady, she was this.
Yeah, I did tell you about the date though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I'm saying.
I went on a date with like a social justice warrior. And listen, there's places for jokes though. And I said a joke,
I
like
hope she's not watching this.
a super mild mannered joke, and she instantly stops. We were having sushi. Goes, oh, that's kind of off color. And I go, yeah, that's the point of the joke. Oh, I'm not good with that. I was like, well, this isn't gonna go anywhere then. Like, I'm not gonna not say my jokes for it. So
how did the date end?
I mean, it ended.
It ended.
I wasn't I wasn't an ass. So I was just like, well, this is my type of humor. I said that's extremely mild compared to what I normally do. And I will admit she was at least nice about it. Like she wasn't like, you're a piece of shit, you're an asshole. She's like, I just don't like that. I'm for this. I was like, so you just love censorship? And she goes, I guess, kind of. And I go, that's not gonna work for me. So I will say that though, she was, because everyone always sees the extreme, and mostly online, right? The whole cancel thing.
Yeah.
She could have just attempted to cancel me there, but she ended up, we had a 30-minute conversation afterwards, and we're just like, no, cool. I footed the bill. I'm the one that asked her out. I footed the bill, and we just went our separate ways. Haven't talked since.
I think that's a fitting story for hand roll day. So
Hand
thank
roll.
you for that.
Yeah, sushi.
So
Bringing it back full circle.
how long have you been with your wife?
Damn, bro. I
A
can't get
long
this wrong.
time,
It's like
dude.
a long time. Maybe 10 years?
Okay, so you don't know your anniversary?
My marriage one or
How
the
long have you
dating
been
one?
with your wife? Your girl.
Guys don't pay attention to that.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
It's
He's
at
a
least-
cancer,
it's
bro.
at
You're an
least 10
exception to
years.
the rule. I'm talking about rules.
Yeah, it's at least
I
10
know.
years.
Okay, so a while. So you
You don't know the anniversary, Javi?
I know the date.
how'd you meet
Yeah.
your wife?
So I met her at where we used to work at a call center. We were just like, I don't even think we were friends then. We would actually get into arguments about social justice shit like that. And
And we tamed her, bro. That's what it sounds like. Go ahead, Javi.
not gonna brag, but I had to flex. But no,
I hope your wife listens to
He had to
this.
flex
she
those
does.
muscles.
She listens every episode.
She's the avid listener.
Yeah.
What's your wife's name?
Cynthia.
Hey,
Shout out to
Cynthia.
Cynthia.
How you doing?
Yeah.
I'm Dre. I do not condone anything your husband's saying, by the
He
way.
knows his wife's anniversary, Cynthia.
Yeah.
Just make up a date at least. Javi,
No,
Jesus
bro, I know the
Christ.
date. I know.
Well,
I
say it
just
on
don't know
the-
the year
Say it on the
exactly.
thing.
What? It's either May 10th.
Yo, it's
either
either. Yo, man.
It's
You said you didn't know the year. Now you're guessing the day.
no. But if we're going off of the marriage date or
Yeah,
the
go both. Say both. So you can
Okay,
say both.
so
I'm
it's
trying to
May
save
10th.
you.
and August 29th.
Yeah, May
Allegedly.
10th, no,
Allegedly.
So August 29th
Let's
is
stick
when you
it to it.
started dating. May 10th is when you got married.
Reverse.
Cool.
Yeah. But
What was the question about?
yeah,
his
what
wife
was the
and
question?
That I was gonna lead to like how you met your wife and if you did any type of internet dating.
No, dude. If anything, I guess it could have started off with back in what was it, 2010, 11 ish. Facebook was like heavy. It was heavy Facebook, right?
Mhm.
Everybody was on Facebook.
Yeah.
You would get tagged in some stupid shit where like, oh, the first 10 people that pop up on your thing,
You have to make out with them, you know?
some shit like that. Like you're in a haunted house. This guy dies. This guy does
Yeah.
this
Rub
girl.
on his bunion.
Yeah, someone has to rub Jose's bunion. It's gonna be this
Oh,
person.
yeah.
So I made a joke like, oh yeah, me and Cynthia would be in the back of the car, you know, doing
Knocking
the dirty.
boots.
Yeah, knocking boots, whatever. And then from there, I honestly can't remember if she like rolled with it or if I continued to press. And then we just started going out like that.
Okay, so just some internet flirting kind of thing.
Yeah. And then
but
we
not
would go to like the
necessarily
same parties
dating.
and stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you were in real life. You were
Yeah,
in real life with your wife.
Yeah.
See, that's the same thing with me. I met my girl
Yeah, dude, see?
through a mutual
No
friend.
chance for us.
That's
the
why
thing is,
I
that
don't.
made
I
the
have
really
no
online
idea how
thing.
they can do it right now.
Single
Yeah, bro.
no
I
idea.
feel like if
You can mostly just have
It-
sex, basically.
Well, the thing is this too. Like,
how do you
if
feel
you're
like
not,
that as a man
They
now?
always think there's something better out there too, and I'm not saying just for me, like being bitter. I've seen a lot of my friends try to seriously date, and they serial date because
I'm gonna
they're
take a bite
always
of this
like,
before.
oh, this person's better.
Yeah.
This person's better. They think that there's
he
always
wants to
something
put it
better,
down. Javi, we're sitting there.
so they never settle. But that's my take.
Let
on
him
it.
take a bite and then we'll put it down.
Yeah.
You're gonna zoom into that, Javi? You're already zoomed in or what?
Okay. Is this chocolate?
Oh, well, are we gonna sing for him really quick, dude? Even though it's a late
Oh yeah,
birthday.
let's get it.
All right, one,
All right,
two,
let's
three.
do it.
Oh, shit.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Privilege Ray. Happy birthday to you.
Can I get the black version?
Huh? Go,
Go,
shawty. It's your birthday.
That's not the black version.
Oh, you want the R. Kelly?
No, Stevie Wonder.
Oh, no, I don't know that one, bro. I know the R.
Happy
Kelly.
birthday to
It's
you.
your birthday.
Well, all I know is Michael Jackson was black, and he bought the rights for the Happy Birthday song, therefore making it the black version.
Ooh, let's go. We had it right the whole time. What does this guy know about music? He didn't because he press play on a thing. You know?
He's got two
he's so
letters of
cool.
the alphabet before
Yeah,
his
dude.
name, DJ.
God, dude. Hey,
I
how about
don't.
Javi with the old
Wait,
Keiko?
Can you? That's really good cake, by the way.
Well, it's equality
R.I.P.
cake.
R.I.P.
right?
Keiko.
Do I get to take that home?
Yeah, dude, that's your cake. What do you think we're gonna keep?
Me and
it,
my
dude?
kids are gonna fuck that up.
Dude, it's equality cake. Let him know.
Here's
That's
your
what
fuck
equality
back.
tastes like.
Thank you guys.
You're welcome.
That was delicious cake. Mind you, like I brought you guys something too, and you guys didn't mention that at all.
Well,
I brought you a
he
whole
knew that
bottle
I've been
of tequila.
struggling in my AA meetings, right?
Yeah.
We've talked about it the last podcast
Listen,
that I've been relapsing.
yeah.
That I'm having an issue binging off, and then he brings me one of these corralejos. At first, I thought that was a rabbit in Spanish, un corralejo. You know, and he's like, "Oh, you're gonna get a tequila, made in Mexico." You know, because I'm Mexican, and it's right here for the talent table. I think he's trying to get me drunk or
There
get
you
us
go.
drunk.
It's for the next
We'll
talent.
put it right here in the crates, you know.
Sipping Moet is where you'll find me.
But I appreciate it, dude. We'll put it right here in the talent table.
Thanks for the
next to
bottle.
the crates.
Appreciate it.
I hope you guys get more other podcasters in here. There's a few that are fucking with you guys, and you guys are on people's radars now, man.
Number one comedy
We're fucking with
podcast in
number one
Utah.
comedy podcast. Is what we're trying to do, you know.
Number one comedy.
Comedy.
That's the
You didn't have fun today, so what were you saying, dude?
Dude, it was disrespectful.
Right? Comedy. He's like, what? I thought it was a murder mystery.
I didn't laugh once.
What is this, dude?
No, this is beautiful, man. I love what you guys have here. I love the studio, man.
Oh,
Am I the first person to sign?
Yes,
You will be the
sir.
first,
You
yes.
will be
Hell
the
yeah,
first.
man. I gotta pick a good
A
section.
good one. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But yeah, dude. So hopefully you had fun, because that's the way, you know, we wanted people when they come here to have fun.
Yeah.
Uh,
Hopefully I
do
get invited back.
challenges. We're gonna have people. If you come here, you better be prepared for what's gonna be in the talent table. That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. You know,
It could be anything.
it could be anything. You don't know.
It's gonna be awkward when
We're
people
trying to
see me
get the
blow
flashlight
bubbles.
sponsor right now. Who knows? Okay, in honor of egg roll, hand roll day, dude.
Yeah,
The original hand roll, dude.
You got-
fleshlight.
You
Talk
single
about
fucks need it. Shit.
that. Oh, they're showing
Pamela
off.
Henderson, you know.
Oh, Pamela Henderson, baby, huh? Dude, they're showing off how they got wives. Dude.
What was your number one girl, like your first Hollywood crush?
Mariah Carey and Shakira. Mariah Carey's right behind you, her belly button.
Playing with her navel right here.
Oh, dude.
My first.
Am I close?
Yeah,
I
you're
had
like
a thing for Tony
spot on.
Braxton. Tony Braxton might be my first one.
He
Her
said-
voice
he said
bugged me. Her
girl.
voice was way too
Oh.
Yeah,
deep.
but I saw her before I heard her. But I mean, I still love her music.
Break my heart.
But damn, she was fine.
Yeah.
I liked her a lot. And then, I mean, Beyonce's a classic for little boys.
Oh my God, Beyonce.
That's
Beyonce,
way.
man.
How old are you?
Overrated.
I'm
dude.
31.
That's way later though. I'm
In
talking
Destiny's
about, like-
Child? I liked her in Destiny's Child.
Damn, man. I must have been a naughty little kid because I was like Suzanne Summers could get the brakes beat off of her.
You know the hottest girl actually? Remember the Freak Leak? We've talked about this.
Yeah.
Sierra?
No, it's a girl that's wearing like a little blue she's got like a blue bikini, yeah, but it's like felt material. It's like
From where?
Freak Leak from P
It's from the
Pablo.
music video. It's one of the
Freak
video
Leak.
Oh,
vixens.
she was in the
Monique,
video.
Yeah.
and she's like 24, 34.
I was
You
thinking
like
goodies.
it,
I don't know why I
daddy?
said yeah.
Dude, we'll show you that video after.
Okay.
I would run home to watch that video when Freak Leak was on. And dude, I'll tell you, Freak Leak a lot of leaking and a lot of freaking, dude. That's what happened.
I forgot that video.
Dude, the
Shout out
girl
to
is
P.D.
so
Pablo.
hot. Yeah, P.D. Pablo. We actually looked her up, and I thought I was on my Instagram.
Well,
I
yeah,
was
'cause
on the
I'm not
Beats
a
and
music
Rides. I
video
had
guy,
her on
right?
that.
So they
one.
were talking about her. I'm like, well, I don't watch music videos, so I don't recall. They pulled it up, and now I was like, yeah, I can see. I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know Lauren London was in the Pharrell joint.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Frontin'. She was in
Yeah.
Frontin'. She was a lead girl in Frontin'.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I had
good.
no idea. Did you know that you guys know SWV, right? Of course you do.
The Burger Boys?
nah.
Is that the one? No.
SWV. Legendary R&B girl group. Right here. That was Pharrell. Pharrell on the beat.
Oh, really?
Yeah, even when
Okay.
when he was like SS double, that was Pharrell. I had no idea.
I think it was. I forget the stat. So I mean, I don't know if it was 2013, but I think they said that Pharrell was responsible for I think like 45% of all the number ones in 2013.
Facts.
I'm like, Jesus.
13?
Christ. I think I want to say it was maybe or
3.
maybe I heard it in 2000 or maybe it was 2003. I can't remember. I think the number 3
Was Hot in Here? Was that Pharrell or was that
Hot in
Timberland?
here.
Yeah,
That was Pharrell.
Yeah,
yeah. So it had to have been 2003
maybe because then
because he was on everybody. His beat packs.
Now, did you hear
All over.
Pharrell hot in here? DJ Quick said he helped him with that one. That was some of his drums.
yeah, Quick was uncredited
In the club
a lot.
on
Oh.
Quick too.
He's uncredited in a lot of music.
He has every right to be mad at Death Row.
Of course he does.
Every right.
But wholesome advice? You guys want to drop any wholesome advice or what, Javi? Javi's been thinking about some wholesome advice. He said he was gonna
Oh,
drop
yeah,
some
yeah.
bars.
Yeah,
So some bars today save you some money.
I'm gonna go out or before you because I don't want to follow your bars.
Damn,
I
he
had-
just took all your side.
I know if he's gonna have the bars, I'm gonna have to go first. He's got to go last. I ain't gonna follow that.
Now, what if he steals your bar?
Dude, they better be good bars, dude.
That's-
No,
what
it's
I
not.
mean.
No, they're
I'm
not
not-
bars today.
I'm not
It's
being
half a bar. It's half a bar, bro.
P. Diddy over here. Huh? P. Diddy.
But just check your bank account statements constantly.
Oh,
I
that's a
made
good
sure.
one,
I mean,
dude.
I do that, so I was able to catch some fraud on my account last week. $2,500. Quickly called up the bank, got everything in order. But I've seen a lot of people where they catch it too late and it's almost impossible to get back. So I'd say once a week I think should be good. Some people do every day. I think once a week's sufficient. But
And we're gonna keep it in the banks and not just check your online statements, just check your spending. You know what I mean? Because Dre said, "Oh, everybody's going back to normal. COVID is real." You know what I mean? People are going back to shopping and stuff like that. And we talked about this a little bit. Like I've been spending a lot of money, just like going out again. You know what I mean? Like, holy crap, how am I spending all this money? And then I can't even pay Javi. So yeah, just watch your spending a little bit. You know, enjoy your freedom, but watch your spending.
I would say my wholesome advice is make sure that you don't hinder your creativity. If you want to start something and you want to do something, just do it. You'll learn along the way and doubters will doubt you, but holding yourself back is only going to set yourself back. So don't hinder your own creativity. Don't hinder your own thoughts. Like, just do it.
All
All right. The closing thoughts from Javi.
Closing
dude.
thoughts. I just learned this today. You can get some dragon fruit juice from Costco for like $8. Go get yourself a Starbucks, rinse that shit out, or ask for just a cup of
The
ice.
cup.
Yeah, and you just fake it till you make it every day. Use that cup of Starbucks, put the juice in there, and give it to your homies at work. Brownie points.
It sounds like a lot of work.
For what?
What do you mean? Just cause?
For clout?
Yeah, just for clout.
Also
Be
bars?
nice. Yeah.
Fuck them.
He thought, yeah, you got a $12 drink. No, you got the Costco one.
I see what you're saying.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
It's saving you some money. So
Facts.
I see what
it's
you see.
full
Yeah.
circle. You won't
Saving
go broke.
some money.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you just spilled the beans. You just indicted yourself.
Well, this is
Now,
for my.
now whenever he
No,
gives
no.
everybody a drink,
They're gonna know.
Now you went to Costco,
Yeah, like
didn't
that
you?
Jamba Juice you brought us
You
yesterday.
cheap son of a bitch.
well,
could've been-
Jamba Juice.
It was those
Sounds like
mango
Keurig,
cherry
dude.
pineapple popsicles. He just melted it and blended it.
Oh, dang.
Hey.
Javi, you've been cheating us this whole time.
That's all it was.
You're the generic dude.
It's a great value.
We thought we had the real
He
deal,
puts
dude.
more work into not working than actually working. But yeah, this
Facts.
has been the #1 comedy podcast in Utah, the Butter Pecan Puerto Rican host.
And before we leave, I just want to ask our guest if he
Oh.
wants to talk about anything else.
Yeah, you wanna plug something in?
anything?
Yeah. Really just my website, allrock.com. You can go and catch me on there. You can see my Instagram, YouTube, everything like that. Allrock.com. That's ALLRAWK.com. You can go on to the play and win tab. You can enter into play. You match, you win. Currently, I'm trying to give away about $500 at the time of this recording. Might be $1,000 by the time you get entered in. And also the Friends of the Show tab. Beans and Rice podcast is on there. So make sure to go and show some love to my website. And also 3 to 7 on U92 if you're locally here in Utah. 92.5 FM Monday through Friday. Saturday 3 to 9. Yeah, that's it. Thank you guys. I appreciate you guys having me and all the gifts. This was fun.
Yep. And it's host Beefy. I'm gonna be out this weekend, probably mowing the lawn, getting rid of a couple of weeds.
Oh, when is this dropping? This dropping
Just tomorrow.
it'll drop tomorrow? Oh,
Yeah.
so Tuesday. So sorry to cut you off. Come out to a bar named Sue, 8136 South State Street. UFC 264.
What day?
Conor McGregor Saturday. Conor McGregor
And
versus Dustin Poirier. Huge card. So come out. It's $5 cover charge, but if you say DRERAWKA at the door, they might let you in.
Is
Let's
he
do
gonna
it.
let
Let's
us
go.
in with him, like with the world carrier equipment?
Yeah, come through. Come have dinner. I usually get there about 5:00. So anybody
Is-
out there,
Friday?
Saturday. The fight's on Saturday.
Okay.
So if you want to come and have dinner with me, literally everything on the menu is fire. But I personally enjoy the salad the most. Come out, come have dinner. It's amazing. You make
Sure.
you make that face, but this salad
Oh, sure.
flames.
A
Yeah,
salad will never be my favorite. Like, I eat salad, I enjoy salad. It will never be my favorite food.
We were doing so good, right?
Dude, you just ruined
Dude,
it.
I was ready to go to a bar named Sue. You know?
Yeah. And he's like, try the
Take
salad.
us
It's not. Whoa, are we fucking going Olive Garden?
No, it's fire. So
for
look,
dinner too, not even for lunch.
Yeah.
you don't go to bar. My thing is that it's a bar, right? So that's
Yeah.
what I mean by like setting that press. Like it's a bar, right?
Yeah.
So
We used to have
typically,
some wings, you know.
yeah, exactly. You cut
pizza,
wings is
A
fire.
burger.
Burgers fire too. I just had a chicken
we're
sandwich there. Fucking
Some
flames.
ribs.
Everything's good. But yeah, come out Saturday. Bar named Sue, 8136 South State Street. Come have a good time. Again, I'll be there about 5:30ish if you want to come have some dinner. Preliminary card starts at 6.
Okay.
All right, host Beefy.
Hos?
Dre
Dre, aka Young Chief Chipotle, aka the Shadow of Harambe.
and your boy Javi.
All right, Beans and Rice.
Thanks
Love
for
you guys.
listening.
Catch you later.
Take care.
Peace.
Deuces.